baby kids dying today.
Who we have here today? We've got Colin.
Hi, my name's Colin, and I am playing Jackson, young, somewhat antisocial bookworm.
We've got Everoth.
Hello, I'm playing Bobby, and he is kind of a bully. He likes his family a lot, and he's a troublemaker.
We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Kara, and she is kind of energetic ninja type. That girl who's always bouncing off a wall.
And we've got Luke.
Hello, I'm Luke, and I will be playing Siobhan, a very quiet, weirdo child who kind of just mumbles to invisible things in the corner more often than not.
Sounds like fun.
Perfect
All
timing.
right. So what am I doing? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
So we begin. All of our young protagonists are based out of Southern California, and the whole family, extended family, friends of the family included, are going up for a weekend or a weekend in the Rockies for a big old family reunion slash camping trip. So, um, all of you, it's a long drive from Southern California to the Rocky Mountains. The record heat has made the deserts even more inhospitable, and a heat haze covers the roads. As you stare bored out into it, shapes appear. For a time, you're entertained picking out features as if looking at the clouds. A hound leaps out of the shapes, a doll, a skull, and always the haze turns the desert to still water. Kara, Siobhan, and Jackson, you make much of the trip in the icy air conditioning of your more modern vehicles. But Bobby, you and your mom make the trip with only the breeze from the windows and cool drinks kept in a cooler between you. As you leave the desert, scrub and sand gives way to grass and fields. Cows and horses graze on dry pastures, grasses shriveled and sere, fields barren after the fall harvest. When you finally get up into the mountains, you expect the heat to lessen, and it does somewhat. But worse, it's almost like being closer to the sun has made it harsher, meaner. It beats down on you. Finally, gravel crushes beneath cars as you pull up to a big sign. Living Waters Campground, it says. Fire danger, extreme. No open fires at campsites. So Living Waters is a campground rather than a campsite. So the main area is very well kept and civilized. There are concrete paths and mown grass, showers, and a convenience store with necessities, staff and activities, sports fields. There's even a big bonfire surrounded by concrete and bleachers. The
Wait,
individual campsites are relatively natural, but they're still pretty well kept. And you each pull up to your individual campsites. Is there anything you want to?
Question:
Yes,
Did what was your character's name, Colin?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson. Did Jackson's family and our family like rent like a big van together, or did we travel up separately?
I think we.
I figured all the families probably traveled up separately, but if you really want to have taken a van together, that's fine with me.
Oh, it's fine. We don't have to. I was just wondering what the thing was. I am going to immediately exit the car and look at the sun and kind of glare and go, "Oh, it's so hot."
I think Jackson continues to sit in his car for a minute until he finishes the chapter that he's currently reading, and then, neatly puts a bookmark in and puts his book away before getting out to help unload.
Yeah, and that definitely when you get out of the air conditioning, the heat just hits you like a brick. It's like a tangible thing. But that's been like the last couple of weeks. It's just been a really hot, hot fall.
Mom, can we do a hotel and just come do the events during the day instead?
I mean, you get like a glare and an eye roll, and she like hands you a sleeping bag and points over in a direction.
And do I have to share a tent with, the little weirdo?
She goes, "You will share a tent with the little weirdo, and you'll hang out with her this weekend. So, deal with it. Figure it out. This is all about being together."
Fine. All right, come on. I'm gonna toss her sleeping bag and in a not like unfriendly, but definitely a little too hard for a 6-year-old kind of a toss.
Yeah.
Probably hits me and I like fall backwards on my butt.
And start crying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there for a minute and then just be like,
I gave her her sleeping, but I didn't do it. No matter what she says isn't true. And then I run off to the tent.
All right. Ever, what's it like when you get out?
When Bobby gets out, he gets out with a Walkman over his under his ears. He has the rest of a Pepsi can just over it, and he just looks at his mom and he's like, "Mom, I missed my console already. You said it was gonna be cooler than this."
She's a little more forgiving than Tara's mom. She's 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 kind of used to this, but she gives you like a wink and a nod and says, we're gonna have fun. You just gotta wait." She says, "Why
Yeah,
don't you help me set up the tent?"
sure. Then I'm gonna find a raccoon and poke it. And he goes on the back of the of the car just to start getting the things off. Then when he's done with the Pepsi, he's just gonna look at what's her name? Sorry,
Which one?
Jackson. He's gonna look at Jackson, and very purposely he is gonna aim to the head, but he's gonna say, "Hey Jackson, catch!" And he's gonna toss in the can.
The empty can?
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay.
Like
She's
Jackson,
hugging an empty can at Jackson's head, but saying catch to get away with it.
I don't know what the chances are that I'm even going to be paying enough attention to not get
Do I need
hit.
to roll?
I'm
Anything
not
to-
like, you don't have to roll or anything. Just if you want to get beamed in the head with a can, that's totally fine.
What's my move? 3. That's
That's not bad.
yeah.
It's like halfway.
I think he sees it coming and just takes one long step to the side and it sails past.
You pulled a Daria.
Oh, come on, Jackson! Don't be so boring. And he's just gonna continue on getting the stuff on the back of the car.
All right, so it was a long trip, and you guys started relatively early, so it's it's late. It's getting towards 5 o'clock at night, maybe 4, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Takes you guys a couple of hours to set up camp and stuff like that and get settled. If there's anything you want to do or establish, you are welcome to. Otherwise, I just kind of assume that the next few hours are taken up by setting up camp and getting used to it.
yeah,
I mean,
am.
I spend half the time that I should be setting up the tent using those poles as like long distance poking apparatus and everything. It's not, and then eventually the tent part itself turns into a cape, or no, I'm kite. I'm the human kite.
I'll be running around behind you holding up my action figure, which is like a battered old 80s superhero, like 3 points or articulation thing.
Oh, and you could still shoot an eye out with one of those.
Bobby is probably gonna get the closest tree with a knife, and he's just gonna carve on the back Bobby Cliffs as kind of claiming like, yeah, this is my place now.
I think Jackson is like reading the manual on how to put the tent together, and keeps telling his dad, "No, I don't think I don't think you're doing that right."
I'm sure he like gets halfway through and then grumbles at you and like just yeah.
About as soon as I start seeing the look on Jackson's dad's face, I'm gonna run over to them and I'm gonna take my tent, which was a cape and a kite, and throw it over Jackson and go, "You're a spooky ghost!"
I think he just continues to stand there with the fly over him.
I turn around and start running away, and I go like, "No, no ghost!" And I'll start crying.
I'll get into it a little bit. I'll like raise my hands a little bit on the side. Ooh, with complete lack of enthusiasm.
I just like scream in terror. Run back to. I was gonna say my tent, but no, my tent's now a ghost. I hope you're happy. Not sleeping ever again.
Oh. So dinner is probably like sandwiches and stuff like that, stuff that you guys brought along with you. Some quick stuff, and then it's pretty much off to bed. You guys don't get a whole lot of time to explore or anything like that. Maybe that'll happen in the morning.
No spooky stories.
Oh, come on, Mom. I have a flashlight. We could go out there and take a midnight walk. We'll be fine.
My eyes are watering.
She says you guys can you can literally explore like the buildings, but do not go into any of the campsites or the woods.
Cool. Let's see if we find a dead pigeon. And he grabs a flashlight and he grabs Jackson by the back of his. I'm gonna guess he's using a hoodie or what is that?
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's
It
one of
doesn't matter.
those
Looks
V
like a-
shirts.
Looks like a polo shirt and cargo pants. And do you? Oh, it would be you.
Oh,
you are.
I grab him by the cargo pants. Come on, Jackson! And he gives you a wedge, like by pulling you together.
I'm actually into the whole idea of exploring. Maybe not so much with Bobby, but I'll make it work. So I'll go with him.
All right, come on, you little weirdo. We're gonna go check out the buildings. I'm gonna grab your hand and pull you along. Don't worry, I won't feed you to too many ghosts or werewolves or zombies. Maybe if there's a really nice one.
That's silly. Ghosts don't exist.
So I mean it's actually a little disappointing just because the campground itself is really, I mean, it's almost like you never left suburbia. It's just like concrete paths and white stones, just normal buildings, sports fields. It's like there is a playground probably.
If that's the most interesting thing, if there's a playground, that's the most interesting thing. That is getting climbed on.
That's probably the most interesting thing. At least where your mom told you could explore.
Can I make a prank while they're playing on the playground?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to look around to see if I can find like a bottle or something, and then toss it far away to make like an echo and make it seem like, ooh, there's something spooky on that side.
Yeah, we could do that.
See,
I think this is gonna come down to your ability to sell it. So give me a speak roll and throw in whatever trait you feel like is appropriate, whatever quality. So for the listeners, Little Fears is super simple. Everybody has abilities: move, fight, think, speak, and care. They are made up of a number of dots between 1 and 6. That is the number of dice you roll, plus they also have qualities like I am a school bully, or I am strong, or I care about my family, and those each give bonuses from 1 to 3 towards the dice roll, to the number of dice, I mean.
Okay, so if that would be the case, I have two dices from Speak, and I can come up with cool pranks and traps. So I can say that he tosses the bottle in one direction, kind of like making some things rustle and a whoosh sound. So when everybody turns to see, what was that? He comes from behind Jackson and Kara, and he says, "Oh, you hear that? It's the werewolf. Now it's gonna eat you!" Rah!
So go ahead and roll 3 dice.
There we go.
So we take the 3 highest dice. Technically, that's all of them.
So
And you
7?
get 8.
8. I can do math.
This is math. It's just counting.
What does that mean then?
Looked like a 5 for a second.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Let's see. I think, honestly, Kara and Siobhan both have relatively low think scores. So I think maybe that's, let's see.
Do we roll? Is it the
No.
both?
I think Kara and Siobhan, you guys, like, you're pretty sure that Bobby's just pulling your leg, but you're like, not, you're 100% sure. You're a little freaked out. Jackson, you know what he's doing. You don't care.
Yeah, can I turn this around on him?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh wait, no,
play along.
I'm not good at speak. Never mind.
I'm gonna play along.
What do you want to do, Colin? Like,
Well,
do you want to?
I was actually gonna turn it into a literal snipe hunt. Like, oh, it's not a werewolf. It might be a snipe though.
Okay.
But I'm rolling 1 die, I think. Unless you want to count this as solving a problem creatively.
Yeah, it's solving a problem creatively. So your highest 3 dice are 6, 7, 8.
8.
Which is exactly what I think at this point. Like nobody's really thinks that something's going on, but maybe
It's something to do.
maybe somebody's playing along. Yeah, it's like
I'm
you
totally playing along.
Jackson didn't completely botch it, but this all feels hokey in general.
You know what? I'm gonna give this a go. I'm just gonna. I think my speak is 3. I'm gonna try to escalate and make this actually spooky.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, just like, no, you didn't. It's neither of those things. You hear about what happened in these woods 40 years ago? There's the woman. There's a woman that got murdered. You know, that kind of thing.
You know better than either of the other two, so
No, girl.
Cool. What happened?
I will give a full fake grisly story.
Yeah, I mean, you made it over. I think Jackson is not fooled at all, like, in general. He's not at all.
He might not be fooled, but it might still be spooky.
You might end up convincing Bobby.
But I think Bobby and Bobby and Siobhan are both kind of freaked out, and I think maybe you freaked yourself out a little bit. You're like starting to think about it.
Yeah.
Think about the fact that you don't really know what happened here or
Yeah.
anything about it, and you're starting to hear like the nighttime noises, and you're like,
Yeah, no, that's a total kid thing to do. Like, and again, I'm probably not fooling Jackson, but the creep outs might still be happening.
No, yeah,
No, Jack-
and
Jack-
once you plant that seed in Jackson's head, it's gonna grow all on its own.
But for the most part, you're like Jackson. You're like, whatever. This is people being dumb. Like you're way too smart to fall for any of this.
I don't think my sister's sleeping tonight.
Yeah, Luke, how does Kara or Siobhan respond?
Won't go home. Kara won't go home.
You can only go home. Ghost doesn't catch you.
Is there like a clear shot to the campsite and tents? Because I think I'm just sprinting there, screaming when she says that.
I think there's like a relatively clear shot. Like you can see the light from like your camp.
No, that doesn't sound good enough.
Like there's probably some bushes in between you and the camp, but
I think she
you
might
definitely
just
see where it's at.
scream at the top of her lungs.
I mean, that's totally possible. Is that what you do, Luke?
Yeah,
Start screaming and crying?
just yeah.
I think the second you start screaming and crying, you guys both hear your mom going, "Kara!"
I didn't
You're in
do
trouble.
anything!
It's just like, I don't want ghosts to get me.
So your various parents do call you back when Siobhan starts crying, and it is around bedtime. So unless there's anything else you really want to do,
No, this is great. I forgot how good games as playing as kids can be. But yeah, even though I made up the story, I am looking over my shoulder into the forest, like a little wide-eyed right now, as we walk back to the tents.
I think everybody, if you want to, you get chilled. You get chilled out, and most kids, once it gets past a certain time, just crash anyway. So, so you guys, dang it, you guys, you get to sleep relatively easily, and you wake up the next morning with birds ringing in your ear, like
Ringing? Those are really loud birds.
Birds calling? I don't know. I have woken up at some campsites with birds ringing in my ears.
There's like a bird right there going like,
Just the seagulls blasting your eardrum out.
But no, I'm thinking it's a pleasant noise.
okay.
Oh, you get up, brush your teeth outside. Breakfast is served in there's like a room that is half cafeteria, half like crafts workshop. And it's cold cereal and it's like a sad continental breakfast.
Are there stickers in any of the craft things?
Oh yeah, you can definitely see stickers, but they're all put away.
How do you mean put away?
I mean, like they're like in containers, in bins, or like in drawers.
All right. After I eat, those stickers are mine. I can move without making a sound. +3, plus my move.
I'm not gonna worry about you making a roll.
I want to make this roll.
I mean, okay, I guess if you really want to, that's fine.
So I just want to get used to the system. Move, and then I can move without making a sound.
Yep. So your move is 5.
Or would you prefer I am a ninja, because this is not being seen too.
No, I'm fine if you move that. I'm fine if you use that quality.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
Yeah.
am going to say that this is a hard roll
Yeah.
because your mom is used to your shit.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. So that's 16,
16.
which beats a hard, which is 12. So yeah, you're like up in you like climb up on top of a bench and are like getting into the stickers. There's lots of like unicorns and dinosaurs and lots of silly dorky things. And is there anything you're looking for?
Oh no, just stickers. Like those are getting put like in the back of my oh, I'm wearing a skirt. Oh, in my ducky bag.
How, like, are you just like taking all of them, or are you like
I'm
grabbing a
strategically
few?
taking the ones that are the coolest. And then as I get walked back, my sister gets a unicorn to the forehead.
Just like,
Any reaction?
"Ugh."
Oh.
Probably peel it off, and I'm just like, unicorn.
I mean, it's a unicorn sticker. Yeah, you're happy to have a unicorn sticker, but
Unicorn.
If one of those gets anywhere near my book, I'm gonna be pissed.
If we're sitting next to each other, they're getting super close to your book.
all right. Let's see. What was I?
And all over my mom's my stepmom's purse. If I can get away with that.
You can, but maybe not immediately. So after breakfast, one of the many moms around the camp rounds all you guys up and like all of the kids, and I'm talking like the whole clan. So there's like maybe 20 kids or so split throughout the whole camp, and starts like splitting you into groups and assigning activities. So you're all rounded together and told that you are a crew this weekend, and you will be sticking together regardless of what happens. And told that B, this morning you'll be taking a nature hike.
Ooh.
So you're handed off to a man with short graying hair and bright green eyes, dressed in a stereotypical uniform. So it's a beige button-up shirt and brown shorts. That could be anything from a scout uniform to an actual ranger, but doesn't bear any identifying marks, so who knows?
Hi, what's your name?
Hi kids, I'm Calvin. I know a
Hi,
nature
Calvin.
hike
How old
sounds
are you?
pretty. he's he's taken aback. He's like, I'm 48.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have any kids?
No.
What's your favorite color?
Maybe we should save the questions for the trail.
Fine.
Are you kids all ready to get going?
Yeah. I gotta
Get
find my
here.
walking stick first. I gotta run into the woods and find the likely looking stick.
You're on the woods. The world is your walking stick.
I know, but I gotta
I'm getting
pick the right one.
broken.
He actually, I mean, like Calvin, you can kind of tell he's a pretty genial guy. So he actually, yeah, he's like into it. He goes over and helps you find one. He's looking around and like telling you about like what makes a good walking stick and like, trying to find one that's about your height and all that.
Perfect.
And I bring my boken that I probably was told I shouldn't bring because I kind of break things with it.
You're also
Right.
handed like day packs with snacks and bottled drinks and stuff like that. The mom that hands it to you is like, you guys behave yourselves.
Why wouldn't I behave myself? I'm good. What did I tell you otherwise? Because what I said was a lie.
I mean, this is one of your aunts, so
I know.
she knows.
There's a ghost werewolf in the woods, but it's asleep now.
I mean, Calvin's like, yeah. Generally during the day they all sleep. We'll be safe.
And
Did
I
you
whisper,
know that
I lean
40
over
years
to
ago?
her. I listen to her and go, Jen.
And go, what?
I whisper, did you hear? General. Like just implanting the thing in her head that they might still be awake.
But what are we waiting for? We gotta find some cool animal or something dead on the way.
All right, so yeah, you guys set out. Calvin's a pretty cool guy. He actually takes you to some really neat spots. There's like a grand view of the whole valley below the mountain and a few cave entrances that he says connect to like a small cave system.
Minecraft.
He
Yeah, my bad.
even shows you an
Cool.
old mine entrance, but it's like thoroughly collapsed, so it's not like you can get into it.
What they used to mine.
Silver.
When?
Kick the rocks.
When? Like in the early 1900s, almost 100 years ago. A little bit of silver, a little bit of coal. Wasn't ever a lot of it, but you know. Eventually, you guys realize that the path is following a stream up the hill. And after like an hour or so of gentle hiking, you guys come up to the bottom of a steep cliff. And in the shadow of the cliff is a small... a ruin is probably the best word. So it's a semicircular stone wall that's been built out from the cliff face. Maybe like 20 feet or so. There seems to have been some mortar between the stones, but it's blackened and crumbling with age. In many spots, the wall has come down altogether. And then at the peak of the semicircle, opposite the cliff, there's a gap in the wall where there might have been an entryway, like a little wider than normal, because the stream is actually trickling right through the middle of the entryway.
What's that?
Calvin says, I'm glad you asked. He's like, a little more than 100 years ago, where the campsite is now, a small mining village sprung up. When they first moved out here, the villagers found the stream and followed it up to its source. They thought this place was so beautiful that they decided to build a church. The Living Waters Church, they called it. Go on, take a look.
Oh, he just gave me free reign to explore. I jet in there.
Yeah, Bobby also runs there, just thinking, oh, there has to be something cool in there then. Someone that everybody missed.
So yeah, looking inside, you guys can see sets of stone pews to either side. And then the stream flows down the middle from a slightly raised stone shelf. So like maybe like a foot up. Almost like a natural dais. On the shelf is a jutting boulder that vaguely resembles a pulpit. And the stream all the way in the back leads to like a tranquil pool. And he says they used the spring as their baptismal and made all the furnishings out of the surrounding stone. The spring theoretically connects to some of the natural caves around here, but nobody's been willing to come map them. It's a small system.
Hey, Bobby.
How do they know it's a small system?
Yeah.
If they haven't mapped it.
That's fair. There's not a lot of entrances, and I don't know.
I dare you to put your whole head in them.
Sorry, whole head in where? Out of
In
character.
that water, the little pool.
Huh.
Dunk,
Watch me.
Dunk.
Uh, he gets on his knees, gets his arms on it. He goes like all the way up to the neck, and then he just pulls it back.
The water is like icy cold, but it's like clear and beautiful. It's like, you know, like the pool you can see down. It's maybe like a 4-foot deep pool. No, 3 foot. You can kind of see pebbles at the bottom. It's very clear.
He says, "See, I did it."
Calvin's laughing along with you guys. He like encourages you guys to like fill up your water bottles. He says it's
Put iodine in there.
Yeah, he's got iodine tablets for everyone.
Awesome.
It says the village was around for a decade or so, but then a huge fire swept through the woods out here, burned down the village and the church, and killed at least a dozen people. The people who survived tried to rebuild, but it's said that they continued to be plagued by smaller fires for years afterwards. Eventually, they gave up. The mine wasn't as profitable out here as some, anyways. Every now and again over the last century, people would try to build up here, but buildings never lasted more than a decade or so before they burned down. He
Well, then why
scratches
did you build up here?
he scratches the back of his head a little bit, and he's like, I guess it sounds like I'm trying to lead you on, maybe set up a scare around the bonfire tonight, but I'm not. Says the campground was built in the 80s, and we've never had a problem that I know of. I guess houses were tinderboxes back then.
What's a tindered box?
Matches. You know, old matches.
Yeah, that's a
People
good way
ask, why do they keep lighting themselves on fire? Were they stupid?
I don't know.
Were the ghosts lighting things on fire?
Maybe. Do you guys have any other thoughts?
Oh, I have so many thoughts.
What do you want to do?
Nah, this is stupid now. Ghosts don't exist. Like he just turns around after filling his water and just looks to see if he can find an animal on the trail.
If we're going along the trail, if he's gonna let me, I'm gonna rattle off to him about ninjas and Hillary Duff and all the other things I find interesting.
I mean, he's doing this for work, and he appears to like it. So he he chats with you for a little bit, and he's aware of who Hillary Duff is, although it doesn't seem like he's like super excited about it. But he knows what you're talking about. um,
And then
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
show him some of my awesome ninja moves with my boken. I'm showing off. It's an adult that doesn't yell at me.
You guys, I mean, you're hiking a little bit longer. Was there anything you wanted to do at the church?
Was there? I don't know. Is there like a search? I'm gonna look for something cool that I can steal.
Ooh, that sounds like a cool idea. Bobby's gonna do it too.
What would that be? Move? Think?
Yeah, I'd call it think.
Would my I'm full of energy probably wouldn't help at all. Or I'm a ninja. I don't think any of those would help.
No, you know what? I don't think they would help either, and in fact, I think I have problems paying attention would probably make it a lot harder for you.
Okay, so I roll 1 dice.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
I find a rock.
Yeah.
What I get
I
in
mean, it might be a
trouble-
cool looking rock. But then like 3/4 of the rocks are cool looking rocks, so. What's that, Ever?
Would I get in trouble? Do something on this roll?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I was thinking, yeah, maybe stealing something sounds fun. But I wanted to steal something that would get me in trouble.
I'm not sure. Are you saying you wouldn't steal something that would get you in trouble, or you want
No,
to
like,
steal something that
he
would
wants
get you in
to.
trouble?
He wants to steal something that would get him attention.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that right, Ev?
Yeah, kind of like if there is like an old symbol from the church, like a cross or I don't know, whatever things they might have, like an animal figurine or a person's symbol or a picture, whatever it might be that is.
I think you have to roll a
remnant.
think first to find it, because that's what
I
I
think-
had to do.
Yeah,
But
like,
if I want to get in trouble, is that a -1 or a +1 in this case?
well, I mean, the fact that you get in trouble a lot is not hindering you in this particular case.
Oh, okay, that's how it works.
But I don't see another quality that really fits.
So just two.
What's that?
Just
So just
two,
two.
probably.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that it makes the color of the dice. Oh, we got a 5. 9. Not bad.
I'm gonna say you don't really find anything, but I think you get a good sense that maybe there isn't much here in the first place. Just that, like, I mean, if you really wanted to like rip a stone out of the wall, you could do that. But otherwise, like everything that is movable and or burnable was moved and or burned.
Is it a
Um,
shiny stone?
Sure, yeah. The pool actually at the bottom of the pool, you can see some really cool river rocks.
I'll pry one of the shiny stones with my knife, and I'll say, "Pat, uh, yeah, this will do." And then turn back, look at Kara, and then try another. And when I come back from the pool, I say, "Hey, catch!" And I toss her one of the stones.
I don't think there's anything like around the pool or anything like that. I think it's just like in the pool, like at the bottom of the pool.
I catch it like a pro.
All right, you have shiny stones.
I think those two kind of, while we were distracted over there, it looks like they are doing something together.
I would almost certainly be reading while they're like messing around, but maybe with my feet in the water and shoes off.
This is like a holy place, you know, like it feels fantastic.
I've got Captain Supernips out, and I've got him charging along the pews, diving into the water. And I'm just going like, "Whoa, I'm gonna bash you up." Brr."
So I feel like Jackson, you might have reverence for this space. It might feel important to you, like maybe something out of the Lord of the Rings.
Wait,
And then
don't I have a ring? I do.
You do have a ring.
Then, God, I don't know. I probably don't wear it on my finger because I'm a kid and it wouldn't fit. So it must be on like a chain around my neck, like Frodo wears it. So I'll
Well, and
probably
also
like dangle it in the water.
it would turn you invisible if you put it on.
Yes, well, obviously. But yeah, no, I'll like dangle it in the water or maybe like pretend like I'm finding it like Smeagol.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're still at the church?
No, I think we're just mucking about for me.
Okay. So you guys like hike back down. Is there anything?
Oh wait, no, there will be a sticker left somewhere.
Fair enough. You could probably get a sticker on the pulpit pretty easily.
Yeah, there. And then I will also be adding, as we're running out, there's going to be a sticker in the middle of Calvin's back as I slap him on the back saying, "Thanks, Calvin!"
Okay. He seems pretty oblivious.
Now I'm going to see how many stickers I can get on Calvin. The time we get back. Do you want to move? Ninja check to see how many stickers I can get on him before he notices?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 5. Ah! No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, whatever.
So that's 16 again?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you get a large number of stickers on Calvin. He does not notice the whole time. Okay, so you
I'm
guys get back
armed and
down.
dangerous.
You get back down around lunchtime. Lunch is taken in the bit. Well, no, you guys all do lunch in your individual camps. It's probably something like sandwiches again.
Uh,
I
I
want
give
a
them
hot
my mom
dog.
everything we had, all the things we did, and I showed her the stone. I keep telling her that I'm gonna find something cool, and the first thing I'm gonna do is tell her about it. Just really excited, kind of like realize this is more cool than I thought. Stuff like that.
What?
Hungry.
Eat something out of your bag, silly.
Mm,
I'll open
all
her
gone.
backpack. What'd you do with it?
I look guilty and sheepish.
What'd you do with it?
Mm,
You know what you did with it.
I need some and then I gave some
Did you give it to all the squirrels?
squirrels ate some.
So you didn't take any of the food for yourself.
I'm hungry.
Ah, fine. I will literally take half my sandwich and like shove it in her mouth. Not like all the way in, but definitely that like how just
I just hug you. Thank you.
you're such a weirdo. You're welcome. I love that we both have band-aids on our legs. I just noticed that.
All right, so you guys get back into the camp. You are informed by another one of the moms that you are free to spend the afternoon how you wish. However, again, you need to stay together. And as you're like kind of figuring it out, she's like, "Why don't you guys go play by the lake?"
There's a lake.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I don't want to play by the lake.
The second she mentions it, though, you can like feel the heat beating down on you.
I just start running. Swim.
Ow!
Car need armbands. What do you call them in America? Swimming wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or water wings.
Blow up my wings.
I'll grab
Fine.
one and start blowing it up.
I'm just like
Are we
running
sure we don't
around
want
you
to do
in
something else
circles.
other than the lake? We can-
Swim.
I'm ready to go swimming.
Fine.
Well, Jackson is blowing one of the water wings. He'll blow up on the other, kind of like trying to make it seem that it's a competition.
Oh, non-direct confrontation. This is my bag. What are we rolling to see who can blow up a water wing fastest?
I don't fight because you're
fight.
like competing.
I think fight. Yeah, lung capacity.
All right.
You're physically competing, so yeah, I think fight is probably the most appropriate. Although if you want to add your I like to challenge myself, I think that's appropriate.
Okay. So 11 plus this die, which is 3. So 14.
Wait, how many dice I get? Just six?
You get 6, and then if you want to add I am tough, I think that's probably appropriate too. So 9 total.
No.
Nine.
I wanna, in this case, just because it's Jackson, I want to add. I care about my family, even if when I'm grounded. I want to make it like I want to start really fast, but then just give Jackson a chance and just kind of build him up so that he can win.
Do you want Jackson to win, or do you
Yes.
want to win barely?
No, I want Jackson to win.
Then Jackson wins.
You probably start off.
You don't
really
have to
good.
roll if you don't want to.
Yeah, then yeah, I'll let him win.
You know what? Actually, roll. Roll care with your I care about my family.
I rolled a
11.
11.
11. Yep.
Colin, what did you roll?
14.
Yeah.
You might have some kind of inkling that ever made you let you in.
Hmm.
Bobby pulled his punch.
But you're not 100% sure.
I'll help the little weirdo get in her swimsuit.
We'll table that for now and go get in mine.
Alright, so you guys make your way over to the lake. It's pretty beautiful. You can actually see where the stream you guys followed up runs into it. There's, like the grass kind of runs down towards the water, and there's actually like a little spot where, I mean, it's sort of a manufactured beach area, because campground. But it's nice. It's pleasant.
I'm gonna do the obligatory cannonballs. Pull that.
So the heat is just beating down on you when you get there, and the water is freezing, but it's actually kind of a welcome relief.
I sprint like all the way up to the edge, but then stop, and I'm just staring at it and letting it touch my toes.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. It's very cold, but it's nice.
I
But then I
don't
think
know how I feel about this.
squat down and start digging in the slop with my hands.
I'm
There
just
is actual sand, which is really unusual for beaches out here, but you probably don't know this since you've probably usually been to actual California beaches.
I'm just gonna run and take a giant leap into the water. Like I'm not the type to ease myself in.
All right,
So-
so you and Ever like already like all the way up to your necks then.
Drew,
Yes.
my character is terrified of the ocean. This is a lake, but I have a feeling it still kind of bothers me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think. I think. I mean, you're not gonna go all the way in necessarily, but
Like-
you wouldn't mind like putting your feet in.
All right,
When
it's
you
like
get
up to
down
my
a little bit.
ankles. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe messing around. You can definitely see the depth here and like far a ways, so it's not like scary.
And- And I'm also being super like not obsessive, but I'm trying to think of the word. Protective of the little weirdo.
Okay. I'm actually gonna say you notice first. You notice something floating in the water? A little bit out?
I grab the little weirdo's arm, pull her in, and like push her behind me a little bit.
It gets a little closer, and you think it's a body.
Nope. We're
Flesh is
walking back.
pale and sort of bluish, and it looks like maybe it's starting to bloat as it floats lazily towards you.
Nope.
Whoa!
Pushing back, pushing back, pushing back.
Ah! As like it leaps out of the water at you, and you realize that that you're not quite sure why you thought it was totally a scary, like the scream turns into laughter as you hear just like, I'm sorry, I swear I'm sorry, don't be mad.
Who was it?
It's a boy you've never seen before. He's around 12 years old. He's wiping water off his face and grinning ear to
I
ear.
fall backwards and probably start actually crying.
Me too, I think.
That was incredibly uncool.
That was kind of cool. What? I would have done it if I could have thought about it.
he's just apologizing. And now, like, now that you're crying, you can tell he feels bad, like, earnestly. Like, he did not mean to actually, like, scare you. And he's genuinely just doing whatever he can to like help you feel better. Um, he's definitely got brownish hair. It's kind of hard to see what color exactly it is without how wet it is. And dark green eyes. And he's dressed in like a loose-fitting cream shirt with brown pants. Um, yeah. So he's like he's standing in like the very edge of the water, just being like, "Oh my God, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to scare you that bad. I just thought it'd be funny."
I'm gonna calm down kind of, but I will like do that thing where kids, pout at the person who offended them and do the glaring off at the towel as I like wipe my nose.
He says, "Come on in. Like, I'll make it up to you. We can play for the rest of the afternoon."
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm.
You're really still mad?
I like look to the side a little bit.
I mean, he looks around at you guys, at all you other guys, and are like, "Come on, help me out." Like,
You
You
just
both would
scared the
know.
crap out of my cousin. I
You both would also know that one of my moms, died in a boating accident, and I've been freaked out by water ever since.
oh. Um I'm not going to be able to explain that in a good way. So,
Bobby will say then, it's she's afraid of the water, but it's reasonable. She as he kind of like puts his hand on his pockets as he could understand the feeling about it. He does kind of look at the kid a little bit inquisitive, like, what is he from our family or is he from another family?
no, you've never met him before. You don't.
So, who are you?
He's like, "Oh, I'm Billy. My I live up here."
You live up here?
He's like, "Yeah, my mom and my dad have a cabin over there," and he just like points to like just over in a direction on the lake.
The direction where everything was supposed to have burned?
I mean, it's like this whole area is everything is supposed to have burned, but I mean, A, Calvin didn't mention anything about the immediate past, and B, I don't stuff happens.
Okay.
Although, yeah, if you really think that that, that he can't possibly live up here, then that's fine too.
No, no, no. He's just sketchy about. Well, this is supposed to be camping site, right?
Yeah,
And
it's like a
also,
campground.
yeah, and also what doesn't sit well with him is that they're supposed to be in a family group camp, and this guy out of nowhere, like, really, just from water, just seemed really sketchy. He cares about his family. He just doubts him. He's
Yeah,
suspicious.
okay.
That's all.
I definitely get it. Does anybody else want to like react at all? Okay. I mean, like, I guess after like a short period of quiet, he just like kind of slumps a little bit and is like, All right, fine. And
I hold out my hand, and I've got like a little piece of trash in it that I found on the lake floor.
he just like
Smooth, broken glass, and I'm just like, emerald, emerald, magic.
he's like, that's really cool.
All right, I guess it's okay if you stay as long as you don't scare my cousins again.
He says, honest, I won't. And he like puts his hand on his heart.
He looks at Kara. What do you think?
Oh no. I'm still pouting on my towel. It's gonna be a while. I get angry easy. It's literally one of my things. I get super mad easy, so I'm probably gonna be mad for at least a while longer until my energy gets the better of me.
He does the best
Jackson,
we
is cocktails and like
That was directed towards you, Jackson.
is cocktails. Want to see a cocktail?
I think Colin actually might be AFK.
Okay.
uh,
I drown him. I hold his feeble nerd face under the water until he stops struggling.
oh.
I'll do a
Well.
death roll. No, in fact, yeah, I'll bite him and do a death roll, and I'll be like, "Hey, cocktail."
It does occur to me that I am terrible at stopping for breaks. Does anybody else need a break?
I think a break would be good.
Okay. So, I don't know. What do we do? 5, 10 minutes?
5
15?
minutes.
Okay. So, I guess we will be. Oh, shoot. Colin's got control of the stream. uh,
Well, I guess we'll wait till he comes back to take a break for him to come back.
I guess we'll be back in 5 minutes after Colin comes back.
Wait, what I miss?
We were gonna take a break, but you have control of the stream.
Oh,
So...
there are no breaks.
We noticed that you were gone, so we were like, oh, it's a good time to take a break. And then we were like, wait a minute.
But yes, 5-minute break. We'll be back at the 20 mark.
And we're back. Are we back?
We're back.
I think we're back. Cool.
That was the point of the counting. Ease.
I don't counting is hard. I don't know.
This isn't school, mate.
You're thinking of accounting.
I didn't become a baker to do simple math.
Not like you need addition or anything. But yes, there was a small child was asking about crocodiles. Do his
Jackson.
Yeah, what's up?
Does this lake have crocodiles?
No. Crocodiles don't
what-
live in the United States. At worst, alligators.
This lake have gate dials.
I don't think so. I think they only live in Florida. I don't think they're allowed to go outside of Florida.
Florida man.
Yeah, like my lip trembles when you say Florida. I'm just like, Florida.
We are closer to Florida than we usually live, but I don't think they come. I don't think they come here.
Nice water. No Florida.
I've told her some weird stories about Florida people. I read her all the news articles about Florida people. So she has a very weird misconception about what
Don't let
Florida.
Florida man get me.
Oh. All right. So
Eventually, I will
play-
get back in the water and like up to my ankles again, but I'm still a little bit salty.
I pretend to be a crocodile.
you guys play with Billy for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, there's lots of he's a pretty nice guy. Once you get to know him, you can just tell he's got that mischievous streak. And it probably wouldn't have gotten him in as much trouble as it did if you hadn't specifically had a fear of water.
Well, specifically, fear of water, the creatures in the water, and dying in the water. Like, he hit like all the buttons.
But yeah, is there anything you guys want to do, or just we'll spend some time
I mean, it's cooler
playing
in
with
here.
Billy?
Yeah.
Repeatedly throw him the piece of trash I found. And
Yeah,
then-
like he'll he buries it with you like pirate treasure, and you gotta go find it and dig it up, and he's into it.
Pirates. Billy's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He seems imaginative and caring and smart. He's just a little bit of a jerk sometimes.
Jackson's fanny pack when he gets out of the water is covered in stickers.
I will not litter, so they have to stay on for now.
And I'm acting nonchalant in the most
The most
kind of-
obviously nonchalant.
So, yeah.
Once you guys start to wrap up, Siobhan. So you guys are playing on the in the lake, and you look up. Well, no, I'm gonna say Billy looks up, and you actually look up to see where he's looking, and you see like a light, sort of like flickering.
Glow.
You think? Are you there? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said hello?
He said glow.
Glow. Okay, I was like, what? What's happening? Yeah. It kind of looks like fire at a distance. And then all of a sudden it like rushes towards you, and the air is full of smoke, and you're coughing, and the fire is all around you, and in the fire you see all the shapes that you saw out in the haze. You see a doll, a bear, a wheel, a hound. The hound looks at you, and it snarls, but its growls are the hissing and popping of new wood catching. It leaps towards you, and you close your eyes, and it's gone. You're back by the lake. Everything is fine. Billy's gone though.
Come on, let me just put another one on your. On I found the perfect one for the middle of your fanny pack. Come on, it's even got glasses. It's nerdy like someone around here is.
I think maybe Bobby needs some stickers. I don't want to take all of them.
He doesn't have anything to sticker onto. You're
He's
the only
got
one
plenty of skin. Put one right in the middle of his forehead. Then, if it's a good one for me, I'll be able to see it if it's on his forehead every time he looks at me.
Luke, do you start crying?
Yeah, I'm crying and I'm just like, Gara, fire, fire, dog, Bobby, where's Billy gone?
I look around. Do I see Billy?
No, he's just kind of gone. You guys don't know. I mean, he could have pretty easily just like run off. So it's not like shocking, but
What do you
yeah, you
mean?
haven't seen him in a second.
What do you mean, fire dog? Did you?
I'm rubbing my eyes and looking for that flickering.
He does. After looking around and not seeing Billy, he's like, "Well, he probably went home."
Bobby
Okay.
saw it. Fire.
You saw fire. He looks around for fire.
We're looking at it.
Yeah, there's nothing around as far as you can tell.
Are you sure?
We're not allowed to have fires, you little weirdo. Come on, let's get back. We need to dry you off.
Saw fire. Some.
Oh, how big was the fire? Was it? And I'm gonna like lift your little butt up as much as well as I can, because you're probably like.
Huge everywhere. Fire everywhere.
And I'm placating you at this point as I walk back.
Like shiver a bit before water dries.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty dang warm, so it does not take long for you guys to dry off.
I'm a redhead, so I am probably either I'm Southern California, so I might be tanish. Yeah,
No,
I'm
so-
tan.
Either that or you're like used to slathering sunscreen on every 2 hours or whatever.
We've got all the freckles.
I've got all the freckles.
So like almost the minute you guys start walking out, you hear somebody calling for everybody to come back for dinner.
Come on, let's back home. It's dinner time.
I'll get in my regular clothes and help the little weird out of her swimsuit, and then
So yeah, dinner is like actually, it's it's hamburgers, so it's actually like hot food, so that's nice. It's been a minute since you guys have had hot food, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Burger.
hey
Yeah,
mom,
I'm hungry.
mom.
Yes,
Mom.
Kara.
Guess how many stickers I got on Calvin today?
She just like face palms, and she's like, "Which one is Calvin, so I can go apologize?"
Not married. 40, I think. No kids. He didn't tell me his favorite color, and he has the gray hair, and he yeah.
She's like, "I'll find him. I'm sure. I'm sure there's only one guy with a bunch of stickers on them."
And as I'm gonna try to get like 2 on her back as she starts to walk off.
She knows. She's just like, I'm not even gonna make you roll. She just like literally straight up like catches your hand and is like, "No." But there's like a little bit of like, there's a little bit of laughter in it. She's, you can kind of tell she's trying not to laugh.
Okay. And she probably eyes someone's fanny pack.
Yeah, you could. She like takes the sticker from you and then she like starts looking around.
Hey, I bet you I can eat more hot dogs than you can, Bobby.
Oh, you're on. He starts. Good.
Fight
Oh,
check.
no.
If you guys want to like do an actual roll, that's fine, but you really don't need to.
Oh, we're rolling this.
Okay, all right.
What's the body check?
Oh, I rolled one
Uh,
too many.
We'll do fight and
Okay.
whatever qualities you think can apply.
I need to re-roll that because I rolled one too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Ooh,
Wow.
15.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with I never back up from a fight.
Okay.
Wait,
I
Should be
think I
9.
rolled.
I think that one too many.
Last one was a 6.
Okay, take out 1 6.
So you still beat
So
me.
that's still many sixes. Okay, so yeah, you're both kind of like aching by the end of dinner, but ever won.
Oh, I won! Oh,
Oh, fair. You're bigger than me.
I think Jackson just kind of goes off on his own to read while eating. You know, everybody being around and screaming a lot is a little overwhelming for him at this point.
Bobby kind of mumbles. Power that's propane protects me and this victory. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, it feels good.
She's like, yeah, that's what happens when you eat too many hot dogs.
We're on dessert, right?
She just rolls her eyes at you and is like, at least wait like 15 minutes.
Okay.
do we have any fireworks?
No, fireworks are illegal.
Oh, but it's not like they're gonna start a fire.
More fireworks.
That is specifically what they are going to do.
Fire, fire dog, bad dog.
Are we allowed to have campfires? Or just.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
It
No
specifically
fire.
said no.
There is like there's a the campground bonfire that they'll light, but it's like in a big metal ring and like lots of concrete and bleachers and stuff like that. So it's like specifically designed for this instance.
Cage
But yeah,
for
otherwise
fire.
no fires. Speaking of though, they'll light the bonfire when it gets dark. In the meantime, you've got like maybe an hour or two to hang out, and you know you're basically just told like go wand, find something to do, but take care of each other.
Uh,
All right. Do you know what protects you from fire dogs?
Hot dogs.
Chicken head.
Your grown-up hat. You want to get your grown-up hat?
I'm nodding vigorously.
All right, get your grown-up hat, and then we can keep the fire dogs from getting you. Okay?
I'm like nodding vigorously.
Right.
Run into the tent. I fall over like 3 times on the way.
hey Jackson.
Yes, Bobby.
Do you know any animals that come out at night around this time? I haven't found any today.
Oh, man.
You think raccoons might be around?
Yeah, I mean, raccoons, foxes, bears, mountain lions. I'll just start listing off all the western critters that I know that are nocturnal.
Cool.
Skunks.
He kind of like pulls you all together from he gives you kind of like the same pull from the pants as before, but he pulls you over the shoulder, so he's gonna like carrying you like a bag. Since I figure that you're kind of small and
I think Jackson's
thin.
a little too big for that.
Oh, he's not the thin type, the thin book kid.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably
he
weigh about
probably
50
is,
pounds. That might
but-
be a little much to.
Okay, you are bigger than I expected. Uh, So, yeah,
8-year-olds
here's-
are, yeah, even like a light 8-year-old is still
yeah, I
still
was
significant.
way off proportion. Sorry. He'll use pat you once in the back, but really hard for you. And he'll say, "Come on, bring your books and let's get Kara and shove it so that we can find some animal. Should be cool."
Um. Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna let him do all the work, while I kind of stumble behind writing a story about the elusive snipe.
All right. You guys all gonna go, like, wander the campgrounds?
Yeah.
I'm gonna skirt the edge of the trees and stuff, and maybe climb up in one a little bit.
If Bobby's going into the woods, I will go into the woods.
Yeah, nobody's gonna, like, tell you. You know, like, if you start heading into the woods, you hear somebody call and be like, "Don't go too far."
Move on. We just want to find a raccoon.
More mountain lion.
Raccoons
nobody's
are the
like-
bandits of the city. They also stepmom always Shannon always yells at them when they get into their garbage. I like them.
I think Tim from school calls them trash pandas.
Trash
so,
and
so you
One
guys get a
time-
little further away. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Luke.
I was just going to say that one time raccoon got in the house and then mum said like, oh yeah, and it like ate the kales and it ate a whole cheesecake.
yeah. It was passed out in the pantry.
I've got it's like a big straw sun hat that's adult sized and just falls down over my face constantly.
Oh, is that easy? Mom said I could not have a raccoon because they were impossible to catch, and all I need is cheesecake? We should have brought one from the city.
Well, we have cheese. They probably like that too.
They're raccoons. They're bears, not rats. Like, are they?
Wait, are raccoons bears?
No,
they're
I
trash
think
pandas, right?
I
Wait,
think
but panda is a bear.
I think they're more like cats than bears.
Then why are they a trash panda?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but you're the one that's supposed to know.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
you're always
had
reading
red
all the
panda.
time.
So, Luke, as you guys are, like, wandering further away, you're actually the first to hear it since you're not, like, immediately involved in the conversation. But you hear somebody, like, calling out in the distance.
I just stopped moving and I do that like blank kid stare off into the distance. And I just start calling out like, "Hello, hello."
So the rest of you gonna, like, stop?
Yeah, I'll look at her.
I'm like heading in that direction. I forgot about all of you.
I follow her.
I'll
Okay,
follow
yeah.
Kara and Shopi.
I'm gonna creep up, being all stealthy. with
Now
my,
that you
like,
guys are being
lightsaber.
quiet, you can definitely hear somebody calling. And as you get closer, you can hear well, William Ulrich Hayes. If this is a trick again, I won't talk to you forever.
Going up.
Is this because of that dumb name? I'm not
Polo.
using it.
Polo.
I mean, like, there's like a little bit of quiet, and then like, as you guys get closer, there's like a, hello?
Polo.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so you guys like come around a bush and you see, um, a little girl. She's about 6. She's pale. She's got red hair and green eyes. She's got a pretty simple white dress on. And she's standing right next to a big cave entrance. Um, she's looking at you, but you can tell she's also sort of trying to pay attention to the cave.
Like doing that head kind of back and forth thing.
Yeah. She's
Does she
like
look worried?
definitely. Yeah, yeah, she does.
I like jog over to her. Be like, what's wrong?
She's just like, my
Who?
brother, he went in the cave and now he won't come out. I haven't seen him.
I look in the cave.
And
It's
like
dark.
as you like bring her attention back to the cave, she like looks back at it and she you get like a moment of exasperation from her and she just goes, "Fine. Billy. Billy. Come out.
That
Come
was the name of the
on."
kid we interacted with earlier, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Top of my lungs, Billy.
I gotta run
Why
back and
did
get a
Billy got in the
flashlight.
game?
You're gonna run back and get a flashlight, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Why did Billy got in the cave? Yes, the little girl.
I mean, she's like, she's like, this is the kind of thing that Billy does all the time. He's always playing tricks. Except now I don't know if he's playing a trick or not because he won't come out.
He must be getting ready for a cool prank. Awesome! And he runs into the cave.
Okay. Um. Oh, she does mention her name is Eliza.
Oh, okay.
Just so you have her name.
Okay.
All right. So when you go in, you're struck with just how dark it is in the cave, even in comparison to the fading light outside. At the very back of the cavern, you think you see a figure standing halfway in a pool of water.
Billy?
When you call, it says nothing, but just like slides quietly into the pool.
Is there like a light or something I can turn on?
It's a cave.
No, I know, but you said there's like a cabin in the cave? Or I got that wrong?
No, there is not a cabin in the cave.
A cavern! Sorry! Yes, I see my mistake now. So since I have no lighter because it was probably taken away because of the whole fire thing,
Your mom probably would have taken that lighter away.
would I have like a phone or something with a light?
No, it's like it's early 2000s, so you do not have a phone. Like nobody
One of
has a
those
phone.
Nokias with a light?
No,
no.
I mean, even if you were wealthy, kids don't get phones in the early 2000s, but you're definitely not wealthy, so you do definitely not get one.
Okay, then I really have no light, so he's gonna just slightly get closer into the water, saying, Billy, if this is a prank, pretty cool, but scaring me.
Okay. You like yet again the water is just freezing. And you're feeling like nothing at all nearby. Um, are you just like waiting a little bit in, or are you doing?
He's taking a few steps to see if he comes out of the water to the shore to breathe or to do anything.
Car, I'm scared.
So that like the pool is still. It's not
It's
even. You don't
okay.
even sense like ripples. Um, and you even get like up to your I'll say up to your waist, and you still don't feel anybody.
No. I'm not getting into the pool. I'm just taking one step like closer to the edge of
Oh, okay. You're not actually in the pool.
it. No, I'm not getting in there.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, it's you can't hear anybody and you can't see anybody.
So he starts to walk back, puzzled as to what may have that been. It probably wasn't Billy. I guess by the time I come back, Jackson comes with a flashlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say how long until I get back.
I'm not long. I mean, we'll say you're back now.
Okay, perfect. I'll start trying the flashlight. Everybody else is already in, right?
Oh, we didn't go in.
Nobody went in.
Everybody was
No.
staying by the entrance.
I'm with the two little with the squirts.
All right. Well, then I'm going to have the flashlight in one hand and my lightsaber in the other, and I'm gonna lead the way.
Do I get you before you guys come into the cavern or in?
Yeah,
the
I mean,
way
like
back?
you'll meet them at the entrance.
Okay. On the way into the cavern, he'll say, tell to Eliza, uh, how long can Bobby hold his breath?
Billy,
A minute? Yeah, Billy.
like he can hold his breath for a long time, but sometimes sometimes he makes a reed like to breathe out of. He can stay under there forever.
Bug Bunny.
What you? What kiddo?
Bug Bunny uses straw. We need bees.
Luke, I don't know if you meant to do this, but you are really quiet now.
We need bees.
Bugs Bunny bees. Oh, like that episode of the cartoon.
We need bees.
Okay, we'll find some bees later. But for now, hey Drew, could I have some like because they're cool? Could I have some like glow sticks? It seems like the thing I would have bought at a camping store and begged my mom for because they're freaking glow sticks.
yeah. Why not?
My trainers light up.
Oh yeah, your trainers do light up.
My shoes flash as I step.
I don't think they're super effective lights, but yeah, they do light up.
They look
Be able
cool.
to find her.
Sorry. You just mentioned things looking cool. I wanted to point out my shoes look cool.
All right, so I will try rip at the packaging with my teeth
Mm-hmm.
and pull out one of the or pull out a glow stick for myself and crack it and hand another one to the weirdo.
I hold it like Jackson's holding his lightsaber, and I'm like,
But the three of us are taking up the rear.
Okay. So like the cavern isn't big. It just sort of goes in a little ways. Just enough to sort of get outside of the immediate light from the entrance, and then there's like there's a few boulders around, and then the pool.
use strength.
Bobby will tell them, I think I saw Billy get in there in the pool, but he never came back.
I squint looking for a Bugs Bunny read.
Yeah, I'll play the flashlight over the surface of the water.
I'm
Oh.
still super quiet.
Oh, yeah, no, I was muted. I will play the flashlight over the surface of the water.
You don't see anything. You're pretty sure you can see all the way down to the bottom of the pool, but it also like goes back underneath the shelf. Back underneath the wall.
There's another
So-
room there. Probably got a chest in it. Maybe a
There
drug.
could be something else down there.
Um,
I think we need to get an adult.
who's the strongest swimmer? Just from, all of us spending all day swimming together.
Strongest swimmer is probably Bobby.
Give me the flashlight.
It's
And
probably either Bobby or Kara, but Kara's got a thing about water.
yeah.
Don't be stupid. If you go to bring the flashlight on it, while it'll explode, and I'll give him my glow stick.
Oh, thanks, Kara. He's gonna take off his shirt, his shoes, and he's gonna try and get into the water. Kind of like look around for Billy.
Okay, are you like how deep are you going?
Well, he's not putting his head underwater. He's just like putting the glow stick on the water, kind of like looking around for Billy to see if he's sitting down or doing the Bugs Bunny read like Shiove is saying.
So you don't see anything immediately, and it's just very quiet and still.
I'm doing that child heavy breathing when they get their nose stuffed and they just breathe through the mouth and they're like.
Just goes every now and then. Billy, this is not getting funny.
Your voice is just echoing around the cavern.
Funny, funny, fun.
All right, if you're not going in, I will.
No, he is already in the water. Like
But you're not like.
he
Through
he is
tunnel.
going deeper and deeper, but like he hasn't gone like head down into the water yet.
A point at the tunnel zone. Gotta swim through.
There?
Yeah,
He's-
can't you see the little opening under there?
He's on the other side, like in Tomb Raider. Play.
Let me see. And he's gonna go there. And do I need to do a swimming check?
Defaults to HP-3.
So you take another step and basically like you reach out with your foot and there's just nothing there, and suddenly you like drop underneath the water really quickly. Just like you stepped off of a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I scream
And
when
like
he's
the water
empty.
closes in over your head. After a second or two, you realize you're not surfacing. It feels like maybe something is tangled around your legs, holding you down.
Do I see it or do I feel it?
Um,
I throw my glow stick in the water as well.
it's weird. Like you kind of see it, but it doesn't look like anything distinct. It looks like sort of shadows tying you down.
Try to cut them with my dad's knife.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll fight. You can add your dad's old knife stuff to the roll, and any qualities you feel, or any one quality you feel that would be appropriate.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm tough, so I can take a hit. So this is not gonna get me down. That would get me 9 and +1 damage.
You meant to re-roll the sixes, I believe, right?
Do you? It's entirely possible.
It says if you get a 6, re-roll and add that to the total.
Oh shit, we've been doing that wrong.
So re-roll 3 dice.
But don't forget what you already add, because those are also going onto it.
So that is
So your top
18.
3 there is 18 plus another 6, 24 plus 4, 28, I believe.
All right, I gotta make a roll.
That's 32 plus.
28, I believe.
It's only your top 3 dice, and they
Oh.
were all 6s.
Oh, okay, okay.
So 18 plus what you just rolled.
18 plus 10.
So 28.
28.
Damn, kid.
And plus 1 damage.
That was a legendary.
Oh! He kind of remembers for when his dad, in one of the previous times that they have gone to this or any other camping site as a family, he says, "Come on, Bobby, you need to know how to use a knife. You need to use it responsibly and not cut anybody else. So make sure that you use it with the order that you learned by being a Boy Scout. Now, repeat after me. I will only use it to protect and to do craft rewards." And he cuts the memory and he just cuts it.
You totally named yourself Bobby specifically for that joke, didn't you?
Come on,
Yes.
Bobby.
Oh.
Strangely enough, the name came before the joke.
So I'm gonna say, as you pull out your knife, the glow stick slips from your hand
Mm-hmm.
and starts to drift into the bottom of the area. As you're cutting, it's hot. Like it seems almost like the tendrils of shadow, like they keep reappearing as you keep cutting them. And as let's see. As you struggle, your eyes fall upon a hint of white in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Something white enough that it's noticeable, and it starts to draw closer. And you realize it's a pair of eyes. Bright white sclera with irises so dark they're indistinguishable from the pupil. They come closer, right into your face. You can feel something brush past your cheek. Your lungs are aching for air, your sight narrows, and suddenly you're free. You like slice the last tendril and break free. But first, we gotta do.
I have a feeling he's going to take some cold damage here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot. I forgot to look this up. We gotta do a scare roll.
How do I do a scare roll?
Yeah, that's what I gotta look up.
There you go.
Fear checks, fear checks.
Monster is scare plus its quality. Standard test.
And so it's just an opposed test?
Passing a fear check. Okay. Yeah, it looks that way. So, fear checks may use think or care for the user. And then it's if a monster changes form, monster does a scary thing. Monster's scare is it's or the first time you meet a monster. Okay, so yeah, it's scare plus its quality versus think or care versus inequalities. So you're rolling 2 dice plus. You might be able to. Drew, would he be able to do I'm strong and never back from a fight?
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Okay, so you'd roll a total of 5 dice, Ev.
All right.
All right, and reroll 2 6s. So you got 12, 15. So roll 2 more dice.
So
21
that's
total.
664.
Oof. I mean, you did really good, but turns out scary monsters are badass. So you did 20 what?
21 total we got.
So
Isn't that
that's
legendary?
Yeah, it is in the post check though.
It's a quick contest. Rule of 16 does not apply.
I always forget that.
The rule of 16, the only thing that keeps GURPS functioning when you're rolling high dice.
So he beat you by 13.
Holy schniza.
Yeah, like I said, scary monsters are pretty badass.
They've got that cosmic no rule of 16.
Yep.
So a failing grade is every 3 points. So that's 1, 2, 3,
4.
4 failing grades.
Yep.
Ouch. So you are rattled and you lose 4 wits.
Ow.
Bro,
Which
you
means you are also scared.
Okay,
So
I am
right
at
click.
2 wits. Yeah, I'm checking. I'm at 2 wits. I am scared and health.
Did he lose any cold because of the water?
Nope. Your health is fine. You're just
So-
freaked out.
Only my wits. So he is going to do the thing when he, after not coming out of the water for a while, and a lot of bubbles and a lot of things coming out for a while, finally comes up with a loud gasp and rolls into the shore, into the edge of the water part, and just rolls over, coughs some water, kind of goes, Kara, don't go into the water. But I got the monster.
There's a monster in the water? We need an adult.
He kind of like flops the knife, not sure if there's like black blood or anything. He just kind of like rolls and coughs water, or just kind of like where he freak out and scream in the water and just end up with a lot of water in his lungs.
I mean, you probably don't have a lot of water in your lungs, but you are coughing and sputtering a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I'll help him a
Yeah.
little bit while like playing the light around more.
Was Billy down there? Where's Billy?
Don't think that's Billy.
Maybe the monster got him.
I look at the little girl and then go, what's her name again?
Her name is Eliza, but actually you look around and she's not there either.
Let's get out of here. I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think the hot dogs are coming back.
Yeah, it works for me.
I'll get under his other shoulder. And then we're getting the hell out of here.
I guess we come back to the camp and
Oh, I'm grabbing my
so-
sister's hand, by the way, so I got one arm underneath.
we're coming together back to the camp.
Okay, so the more wits your character has, the more stable, generally cool, and collected he is, but even the most hardened kid can lose it when facing a slavering three-eyed beast that just crawled out from a sewer grate. You'll notice on the character sheet there's a line that splits wits down the middle. On the right side it says calm, on the left side it says scared. As long as you have points on the calm side, your character is doing fine. He may be getting a little antsy, a little twitchy, but he's holding himself together. When you start losing points on the scare side, fear starts getting the best of your character. When your character gets down to 4 points in wits, your character loses the use of an ability chosen by the GM. This means you can't roll that ability's dice for anything. If a situation comes along where a turned-off ability would be the best choice, you need to either figure out how to resolve the situation using another ability or roll just using a quality. For every additional point lost, your character loses another of his abilities. Oof. Okay, that may have
So,
really messed you.
Can you
how
get
many
wits
did I
back?
lost?
Let's see. Hold on. No.
Apparently, you can calm down though.
Your character isn't on a slow, inevitable road to madness. Wits that are lost can be regained through a couple of means, and even if nothing is done directly, wits will recover over time. Character can be snapped out of it by another player through a care roll. The helping friend rolls his care in an applicable quality against an average 9 difficulty.
I got this.
It's also possible for your character to use one of his abilities to calm himself down while still in the presence of the monster.
I think that my little sister's gonna say something nice to him.
No matter which method is used, a success gives 1 point of wits back to the character. The character also gains an additional point for every passing grade in the roll.
Awesome.
Which is 3, right?
I think so.
I think you get a +3 to this there, Luke.
Yes, every 3 points. Luke should have, so he's got a 4 care.
And then I know how
I know how
are
people are feeling. That'll give him a +3.
So 7.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'd sidle over to you and like hug you. I'd just be like, monsters are scary, but I'd show you Captain Supernips, my action figure. But he can beat him down real good.
Thanks,
You are as
friend.
strong as he is.
Oh. He gives you a hug, and he feels more, a little bit better even if you don't
No
roll.
sixes.
But that is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13, so that is enough to
2 points of wits.
2 points of wits.
So back up at 4. Which means that one of your abilities is locked. I think.
Yes, because I'm at 4.
Bad roll.
I mean, it's still 2 wits back. We can always do it later too, after we are not getting dragged to the depths of hell.
I'm going to say that you're too scared to think. So it says your character is flustered, confused, and incapable of holding a thought. Any attempt to do so will result in nothing but a headache. He can't process information or come up with any ideas.
Okay. So he's just fighting and kind of like when they go back into the camp and he's like all wet, he's
What do we-
just sitting by the fire. Sorry.
What do we do? Do we tell someone? Do we just put him in this tent? Do we put him by the fire? What do we do? Jackson, what do we do?
We gotta make him warm. So we can't put him by the fire because there's no fire, but we gotta make him warm.
There's a bonfire. They're gonna start the bonfire.
Boil some water.
How do we boil water?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention when they used the stove. I think you have to light it.
So it is still like pretty warm outside. So you're drying off and warming up
Okay.
relatively quickly.
We'll
Yeah,
we'll
but
lay him
you're
down on some hot rocks or something.
But yeah, you guys are still kind of freaking out, so I get
and
that.
kids.
Yep.
There's a
Alright.
monster.
I'm gonna just dump a blanket on his head, and then try to start the stove. Is this a think?
Can I help?
You probably pushed me out of the way.
I'm gonna say that the stoves are put up for now, but do you? I mean,
I'm gonna
you
get the stove.
guys can get to them, I'm sure. Why don't you?
What would this be?
I want a move roll from Kara to get the stove, and I want a think roll from Jackson to work it.
And do I need the ninja quality or?
Yeah, you can totally do I can move without making a sound if you want.
Okay, 3. So that's a total of 8. One.
Ooh,
All
nice.
right, and then I roll 2 more. So I
You're
think I did it.
definitely you're fine. Yeah. This is not a near impossible task, so you're fine.
It's hard for me to think when I'm the focus of attention.
Okay.
I don't remember what something being bad does.
A bad trait makes it so that you drop the highest die.
Oh God.
Did you add quality at all? Did you decide you
I
wanted
I
to...
looked, but I didn't really see anything that seemed
I think bookworm. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
think bookworms.
okay.
you have
So
read
then
about mechanics and understand things at least a little.
I'll roll 2 more then.
So
No.
we lose one of those 6s.
So it's 6, 4, 3.
Yep. And then whatever he rolls here.
Ooh, 6.
Do they keep exploding?
I don't
No.
know.
Probably not.
Sorry,
It
look
says
up real
reroll
fast.
6s and add to the total.
I say keep exploding.
Bah.
You can keep rolling as long as 6s come up.
All right. Well, I
Wow.
got 1 more point.
Okay, so as long as you rolled over, I don't know,
9.
12.
I think you got like 16 there.
Yeah, I think I got 16 as well, or 17.
Yeah, so you're confident that you know how this works.
And
Yeah.
I shove like 2
Nobody
hot
explodes.
cocoa. I shove like 2 or 3 hot cocoa mixes inside a big old mug.
Perfect.
That works.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that like Ever is plenty warm and doing okay, but he's still kind of frazzled and isn't really. You guys notice that he's having a hard time like putting 2 and 2 together.
I think his brain exploded. What are we supposed to do when someone's brain explodes?
I don't have any plans beyond hot chocolate.
Should we get an adult? We might get in trouble for leaving that far out, though.
You do notice that it's starting to get dark, and you can see people starting to like gather around the bonfire. They're starting to light it.
Kara, no fire.
You don't want to go to the bonfire? I don't think maybe should we skip it because we have to fix Bobby?
No fire. Fire not allowed.
Oh, it's the park people are allowed to make a fire. Jackson, what are we supposed to do? Should we bring him to the fire, or are we gonna get in trouble?
I don't know.
I don't
Might
know
get in
either.
trouble.
Let's see how the hot chocolate helps, and then if we need to do something else, we'll do something else.
All right, we give him the hot chocolate, and I'll stare at him.
Chocolate has magic powers.
Chocolate.
Wait a
Does
minute.
this help at all?
waiting a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's like a good way to do this, but I don't think so.
Like maybe it's another care roll with a bonus or something.
Um. Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Okay, we'll talk amongst ourselves.
No, man. I I just realized I am getting away from the monster as a way to get wits, but it requires that you roll think plus equality.
I mean, he can still roll it. Retcon.
Yeah. Ever, why don't you roll your think plus I am tough.
So 5
Okay,
dice.
that's fine.
Oh damn! Roll 2 more.
It must still think Ever's playing GURPS or something.
So that is
20 something?
665.
24.
I was gonna say, is it higher than like 14?
24.
Yes, it is.
Okay. You'll go ahead and get both of those wits back.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, yeah, getting back here where you're safe, just, like, it gives you you a second to like really think about it, and you're safe. Everything is fine. You must have just imagined it. It's all good.
And you have a lot of hot chocolate in you.
That too. Sugar
Thanks,
helps.
guys. I'm okay now.
I'll give him a hug, even though I may not like him a whole lot.
I kind of like give him the hug where I wrap my arms around him and pull him up, and then I beckon to the girls so that we can do a group hug.
You might be even tougher than Super Nips.
Fine, I'll go over and hug you, and then I'm gonna go. We are in agreement that we're not gonna tell anyone about this, right?
Yeah.
We'll get in trouble if we tell.
Okay, so you guys going to the bonfire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So all of the family gathers before the bonfire, and marshmallows are passed out. You guys can roast marshmallows in front of the fire, and it's very impressive.
Marshmallows.
I probably shove like 8 in my mouth and go, oh, wow. Oh, ah.
Jackson
Ah.
focuses on like trying to toast his marshmallow the perfect golden brown. Like he's constantly like putting it just the right distance away and like moving it in and out and checking.
That sounds about right.
It looks like I've not managed to get any in my mouth based on the amount on my face and fingers.
So you all sit by the fire, stomachs full of melted sugar. As you sit, your mind kind of drifts, and you start to settle. And all of you start noticing sort of the shapes in the fire moving around.
Fired up.
There's a doll, a bear, a wheel, a hound.
Round.
The hound turns towards you. It snarls, but its growls are the hissing and popping of new wood catching. It comes closer to you, still growling. Leaps and lets out a roar, and the fire swells, and the roar is the roar of fire. Sparks scatter across your arms and singe flesh where they land. Calvin rushes forward. Whoa, he says. Maybe I added a little too much wood.
I'm crying.
I think we're all a little startled.
Yeah, I was gonna say you all saw that, so like this is weird.
I threw, I was gonna say, I threw the weirdo behind me when that happened and took the brunt of it.
Yeah, I've got anime rivers rolling down my cheeks, and I'm like, Fire dog.
Is so Siobhan is obviously like upset. Everybody else is
It's just startled.
everybody else around the fire was like startled, but like they didn't, they're like settling back down. They're okay. They're all, yeah.
I'm just like, that's what I saw in the lake.
Fire dog.
Fire dog. And then
I'm gonna stand and even though I'm probably right next to my mom, go, fucking fire dog.
Don't know where.
You definitely like. She's like, Kara, language.
Car said a real bad word. It stopped me crying. I guarantee you that.
Are you like upset enough to want to leave, Siobhan or Luke?
Yeah, I think so. I'm like, I won't go home. Don't like camping. Camping's
Like your mom's all
scary.
like, she's sitting in a camp chair and she's all like covered with a blanket and she's like, Kara, could you take Siobhan back to the tent?
Look at
Fire
look at
dog
mom and stepmom and just kind of go, we could have had a hotel. And then I like grab her hand and walk away.
As I walk away, I'll be mumbling about Billy drowning and Eliza disappearing. But I doubt my mum's smart enough to pick up on that. Dumb idiot.
I think they just write off all your mumbling because you were constantly mumbling.
Yeah. I usually like talk to something that it looks like I'm holding in my hand for like a good 20 minutes.
One of the
What have you got there?
themes-
Nothing in my hand.
One of the big themes of Little Fears in general is that the adults, while well-meaning, are like, yeah, okay, all right, sure, there's like monsters under the, okay, sure.
You dumb bastards.
What do you
Well,
have in your
they also can't see them. Once somebody turns 13, they can't see any of it anymore because they lose all their belief.
What do you have in your hand? It's a knife.
No.
All right. Guys, are you gonna go with Kara and Siobhan, or are you gonna stay at the fire?
We're supposed to stay together. I'll leave with them.
Yeah, we're heading with them.
Okay. So you guys get away from the bonfire, and you start walking back towards camp. But as you're heading that way, in the distance you can see like a small light moving around. And again, you start to hear somebody calling.
What are they saying?
Eliza, I call.
I mean, like, yeah, you if you're gonna get a little bit closer, you can hear like Billy, Billy,
I'll shout
Billy.
out, Eliza.
It's not the same place, is it?
Siobhan.
No, it's like slightly in a different place. It's like off to a different direction.
All right, I got my I'm pulling my bogan out this time.
Yeah, I got my lightsaber.
Okay. So you
Captain
guys
Soup. Effect.
head in that direction.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Although that said, I'm actually beforehand, I'm going and raiding my mom's like box that she brought of camping stuff and stuffing all of the things I can in my ducky bag.
What are you looking for specifically?
Tampons.
Lights, like, I don't know, a stake for hunting vampires. uh
Silver bullets.
like some just basically just general like I bet we did like an REI trip
Sure.
beforehand because I don't think we're the most outdoorsy or most of the family is most outdoorsy. I just run around in the woods. Uh but like just general camp like space blanket, just everything that's just shoving in.
Give me a think roll
Um
with I know my way around the wilderness.
can I also have because I'm good. I can think when scary bad things are happening.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. So what you're gonna do with that is you're gonna re-roll the lowest die and keep the highest of the two results.
Okay, so I'm rolling my think, which is 2 plus wilderness, which is 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then re-roll again.
Whoa.
Then here's the explosion,
Okay, so you got 7, 5, and
and here's the
2
re-roll.
or
I will take that with an
okay.
explosion.
Explode the reroll.
So 7, 7, and 5.
Yep.
Okay,
19.
yeah. So I'm gonna say you got a flashlight, you got like 3 glow sticks. You couldn't find any wood stakes, but they're like metal tent stakes that you figure are good enough. You got a space blanket, you got like a little first aid pack. I don't know, is there anything else that you want specifically?
No, just
Shotgun.
general. Like also, this would be I have it's my little ducky bag. It's not huge.
Yeah, so like you did everything that I just named fits in your little pack.
Like maybe a couple food bars, like Cliff bars.
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else doing anything before you run off to check on Eliza?
No.
Okay. So you guys get closer to the light, and yeah, eventually you come out into a clearing, and Eliza is like, she's calling for Billy. You guys see that she's got something in her hand that is, like on fire. That she's holding up. It's not like a flashlight, it's like a candle.
What kind of clothes is she
And-
wearing?
Just a simple white dress.
Not brown or tan.
Oh, and I did forget to mention this earlier, but she's carrying around like a rag doll,
So that's not creepy at all.
like Raggedy Ann style. It's
Wool
pretty
hair.
big too. It's like big enough that when she walks around, it sort of drags on the floor a little bit.
I like your friend. What's her name? I would have asked that before.
Oh yeah, she would have told you that her name was Anne.
Get Annabelle away from me.
So what are you guys doing? She's calling for Billy.
Where'd you go?
We didn't find Billy in the cave.
She
Oh,
like
yeah.
she
No,
notices you, and she looks confused a little bit. She looks a little lost, and she's like, I can't find Billy.
We're
I'm
not
still
supposed
looking
to have
for
fire.
Billy. I still can't find him, and I need to find him.
Have you tried it, Dave? He was at the where did we find it the last time at
Lake.
the caverns? Oh, the lake. Did you try the lake?
She says, I need to find him because there's danger. There's a fire. There's a fire, and he's run off again. There's a fire. There's a fire.
Where's the fire?
And as you're listening to her frantic words, you notice she's not holding a candle. Flames are leaping directly from her fingertips. And the doll she's dragging on the ground suddenly bursts into flames, lighting the grass around her. The fire climbs the doll up to her arm and across her body, and instead of a girl, there now stands a flaming skeleton, dragging an indistinguishable lump, and the fire spreads even faster. There's a fire!
Oh, right.
it.
I'm hitting her with my boken.
I do a Spartan kick.
Is there initiative or something in this system?
I'm sure there is. Sorry, I'm pulling some things out on my side.
We can hear.
No, you go in the bag. No, you do the thing. Why are you not doing the thing I'm telling you to do? I hate. Alright. I got everything out over here. Oh, that's right. Fighting is different in Little Fears. So when it's multiple kids versus one monster, you have the main kid. You pick one kid who is your fighter, and he does his fight plus any quality. Then the other kids also do fight plus their quality. And then the monster does fight plus their quality. And
So, Ev, how about I take this one, considering you're still screwed up from the last encounter?
Yeah, you seem more prepared, and I only have my bully kick.
So, she's getting a boken hit.
I
To
gotta
the
look this up
dome.
because something's not quite. I'm not quite sure about some things here.
I am ninja, you are ninja, he is ninja too. When's the last time you thought about that?
A very
Never
long
heard of
time
it.
ago.
So it's not all our rolls versus a monster?
So what happens is everyone rolls against the monster's
Scariness?
monster score. And if the main attacker is successful, everyone's passing grades get added to the roll, and the total of passing grades add extra damage.
Okay. But I'm doing the main roll.
And if the main attack is unsuccessful, we add 1 point to it for every passing grade, and if we reach the target number, the attack is successful.
It sounds like we're all going to need to roll.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to fight.
Alright, well, I'm gonna whack this thing with my boken.
Oh, you know what? Actually, everybody
Okay.
needs to make a fear roll.
Oh, that's right. What is this, think or care?
Think or care.
Alright, and then I get a reroll on my think.
Captain Supernips is out, so the monster should have a -3 to its scare against me.
It's true, and actually, I think it just has a -3 to its scare. So.
Oh yeah, you aren't scary when the Sard bastard's about.
I got 17.
I get...
Knocked down.
Then I get up again. Yeah, get me down. I get to reroll that 2. I'll take the 2. Then I explode that 6. Alright, so 3. I got 13.
I think I have 2 care, and I don't back up from a fight.
Alright, and reroll that 6.
So even with Luke's interference, she is a pretty scary monster. So your target number is 15.
Ah,
So what
Uh,
did you guys all get?
I got 13.
I got a 17.
Ev got a.
16, I think.
You got a 10. 16. Yep.
I got 9.
So I
Okay.
succeed by 1.
So, so Ever and Colin succeeded. Tara, you failed, but you didn't get any failing grades, so you're
Yes.
just rattled. You don't get an action this turn.
Okay.
Luke, you
Do I lose a wits?
no. That's what happens if you get failing grades.
Ah.
Luke, you got 2 failing grades, so you're gonna lose 2 wits. Which doesn't take you into scared, so that's good. You're still okay. And you lose this turn because you're rattled.
Roger that.
All right. And so now, yeah, fighting.
I,
Tara, you're
I queued it.
rattled.
I queued it up, but then when she lights on fire, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, so you don't get to participate in this fight roll, but Ever and Colin, why don't you guys figure out who wants to fight and how you want to fight it and all that stuff.
I mean, Colin's got his lightsaber queued up.
Yeah, I do have my lightsaber queued up, but Ever,
Remember,
you're the bruiser. You should go
it does
first.
cost belief for you to use your lightsaber.
I'm okay.
I'm just saying.
I'll definitely go if you want. Bobby will go in first, and seeing that Kara was taken aback by the little girl, he kind of like pushes her like one of the kids on the playground, planting his foot on the chest of the burning skeleton and just pushing as hard as he can, trying to just knock them back.
So you're just like body kicking the skeleton?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't, Colin, how are you like participating?
Oh, we're going at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kneel down behind.
I think I'm gonna hit it with my lightsaber. Like this is what it's for. So he's kicking it. I'm going for the head. So that's fight.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, move your hand, please. Thank you.
Sorry.
So +2 fight. So I'm rolling 4 dice, and that is really not solving my problem creatively. Jesus. Yep. No, that's all I got for whopping dice. Ha! Okay. So 16, 17, 18, 19 for mine.
Wham!
The force is with you.
I
So-
also get the force with this. But yes.
But and since Ev was the main fighter, you just add your margin of success.
All right, Ev, what's your roll?
I rolled a 16.
16.
Oh, sorry. That is 5, 5, 6. Yeah, 16.
Did you re-roll the 6?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
I rolled a 1.
So
Wouldn't
it would
that
have
be
been
17?
17.
No, he rolled a 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, and a roll a 1
Oh,
on
okay.
every roll. So it's a total of 16.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so the target number was 18.
I thought you said 15.
Wait, what did I say? Did I say 15?
Yeah.
Okay, well then
I
we'll
do
go with
not
that.
remember.
I don't remember either, but
It
that's
was
fine.
15.
We can go with that. So that's gonna be you've got one success. And then Colin got a passing grade, which means that adds a passing grade to your rolls. So you got one success with a bonus damage. So okay, so you hit it, and like first off, you notice that like she is like blistering hot. Your ankles immediately feel like searing heat. But not so much that you are immediately like lit on fire or anything. But you know, it's not unpleasant, or it's not pleasant. But she just, I mean, like you kind of like knock her back a little bit, but she doesn't seem super phased.
I had to whip out the big guns.
All right,
Yeah, beacons.
new round.
I've got a storm chain gun.
Yeah, sure.
So I believe I'm a ninja. And my boken is a magical device. So I'm gonna take a lead on this. Oh, does she go first?
No, this is how the rounds are resolved. So if she beats you guys, then she would do damage to you guys. It's just a straight roll on each round.
Okay. And I have to spend one of my belief to activate my boken.
You need to spend one belief for each rank of stuff quality you're activating.
Okay,
So if
so
it's rank 3, you spend.
I use all of my belief on this.
Yes. Somebody else could also use belief on this if they want to.
I believe I'm awesome.
You can do it, Clara. I have one belief. I'll give it to you.
Kara, but yeah. Okay, so you're giving me one of your belief?
Yes.
So I have one belief left. Gotcha. Alright, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and +1 to damage. You roll damage afterwards, right?
Damage has to do with interestingness. So like when a child or monster attacks with its hands and feet, no weapons or claws are similar, then only damage done comes from passing grades. If a quality was also used in the fight, add 1 more point for that. When a weapon is used in fighting, the chance for greater damage goes up. You determine the damage done from a weapon blow by first figuring out what kind of weapon it is.
20 damage. Or 20 was my roll.
20 was your roll? 20 flat?
Yep. 20 flat.
Okay.
And then plus damage. Whatever. Because I have a damage +1, and I don't know what a regular big old stick would do. Or boken. I have a damage +1.
You said 20?
20, and then I have a damage +1, so I don't know if that comes into play.
So she also got 20.
Wins on equal.
I think you guys do, but let me double check.
But do I add the damage to that or not? I'm still not understanding.
You don't add the damage to the attack roll.
Okay.
Um, does everybody else want to roll too while I'm doing this? Target number is 20. Whoever's participating, at least.
And this is just fight.
Unless you can think of something else to do. That was a rough roll. Not that bad.
Not that bad, but I don't think I made it. Let's see, 11,
No, you didn't beat 20.
12, 13, 14, 15. Nope.
I suppose I may as well roll my one dice. Maybe I'll get a bunch of sixes. Nope.
Throw a rock at it.
It hits you.
Ties go to the PC. Okay.
So I do it. And then I get
Ever,
whatever
did
the-
you roll?
Oh, I guess I'll try to keep her in place. Holding her even if it burns.
or just pelting
I mean,
rocks at it.
That's fine. We can like thematically explain that as no, it's fine. Go ahead and roll your fight and your strong.
Roll 1. 16, 20.
Okay, so
Hmm.
you made it.
No passing
Um,
grades though.
No passing grades, so nobody really helped you.
But I have a damage +1 on my Boken for belief, and I don't know what my Boken would just normally do as a wacky stick.
I was just reading that. And now I gotta go find it again.
Remember that I gave you one belief? Not sure if that helps.
Oh, it powered my Boken.
So, yeah, if the weapon is a sword, a baseball bat, a heavy stone, I'm going to call this a baseball bat. Add the highest success die to the number of passing grades in the roll to figure out the damage.
I got a 6.
So it was a 6.
It's a 7.
And then add your damage bonus and... No, that's the total. All right.
7 damage. And then I'll look at the other kids and yell, "Run!"
Colin, did you get a calculator out so that you could, or a counter out so that you could track your belief?
Yes.
You know you could just track it on the note card, right?
It dawns on me that's probably why the note card had all those doubles on it.
Oh.
All right. So are you guys gonna run? Or are you?
Like, I'm telling them to run. And I'm grabbing my little sister's hand and running.
Yeah, after the hit, you would just run.
Like, literally, I have, when a monster is around, hit hard and fast, then run. It's legitimately on what the back of my thing says.
Okay. Ever, Jackson, or Colin, you going?
Yeah,
Go too?
I'll discretion and valor.
After she hits the flaming skeleton, he books it with the rest.
Well, did I actually do any decent damage to it? I mean, 7's not bad.
You notice that you got a solid hit, but she doesn't seem super upset about it.
Yeah, or booking it. Is this a move check?
Yeah. Why don't we start doing that? Do.
As they're booking it, Bobby says, "Kara, we gotta get some kids for their lunch money sometime."
Not now, man.
What's your move, Luke?
It's 3, but I'm a bit of a crybaby, and when monsters are around, I cry.
That's fine, but I don't think like mechanically it is. Oh, you're using I'm a bit of a crybaby. You could use. Oh, did you use your trainers? Oh wait, no, you'd have to spend belief for that.
Correct.
Okay.
As soon as I spent 3 on Captain Supernips, just then I wanted to hold off.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got a 17.
Okay. Everybody
That
else
said,
roll.
I'm holding on to my sister's hand. If I kind of have to drag her ass, I will.
Yeah. Does everybody else want to make a move check as well?
Guess it can help. I got a 4, but I don't have a quality to it.
I think move checks are individuals. Oh, okay. Roll another one, Ev. So that's 16.
Ooh, keep
Okay,
going.
Oh. It
Ah!
explodes!
You're at 22, 25. Nice.
Ev is
So-
hyped up on Bobby there is hyped up on adrenaline, yo.
It's a hot cocoa. He goes like.
All right. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my ring. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
Is it really only 3?
Do you have an applicable quality?
Not really.
Roll another one though.
No, not really.
Wasn't a bad roll.
Yeah,
Not
10,
at all.
16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, you got as much as I did, and I specialize in this shit.
Okay. So you only had to get like a 16, so everybody succeeded except for
Hoy.
Siobhan.
Does my dragging her little butt do anything? Do you like?
No, I'm gonna say so. Like basically, you guys all take off. You see her like lift her hand, and the fire like from nearby just sort of spreads around her and sort of towards you. Instead of like spreading out to the side, it just spreads at you. But not like straight at you. She's not like throwing a fireball, but like sort of trying to get around you. And I think you guys all like jump over the fire, and I think at the last second, Siobhan like stumbles and doesn't quite make it.
Could I instead use my my success to huck her over and stay in her place?
I think it is suitably dramatic, so yes.
Garno!
So you like see her start to stumble, and you just push her out of the ring of fire, and now you are in the ring of fire.
Bobby catches Shaban as she's flying up in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, Bobby, if you want to, you can actually like book Siobhan up the pathways,
Wait,
Like
can
you
I?
grab her little butt after she falls over, just and under with your adrenaline rush under one arm, huck or just bail.
Wait, can I actually do see Clara hawk Siobhan and then just go into the fire and actually chunk Kara out of it?
I think that might be a little too much
Yeah, I was gonna
stacking on
say,
top
I
of each
think
other.
if you want to like try to get Kara out of the fire, you're gonna need to do that next action.
But I will keep yelling to you guys. Keep running! Get some Siobhan out of here!
I'll I'll help Siobhan to get out, but I'll tell Jackson, help Kara! I'll come back. As
Uh,
I try to get her back into the park. Sorry, our
Hey, Luke.
Yours.
I thought I'd mention one of the fun things that you can do with belief is by spending 2 tokens of belief, you can give a monster a susceptibility, allergy, aversion, some other sort of limitation.
Okay.
That might be helpful for your sister who's about to
Yeah,
have a
you
fight.
reckon?
So, an aversion to ninjas?
You know what? Yeah, that's perfect.
I mean, I would come up with something you think your character would like feasibly like.
I say I'm a ninja all the time.
Clearly, the fire monster is weak to the thing. Whatever the
bottom.
thing makes sense. I'm gonna say
See.
like just
Kara's
saying
faster
that
than
it's
it.
weak to Kara's Bakken is a little weird because like
It's weak to Kara. She's faster than it. She managed to get me out there. Of course, she can beat it.
you can spend your belief to believe in Kara if you want to in the normal way, but I think if you want to give it a weakness, you need to give it a weakness to something.
It's a skeleton. My boken is hard and can break bones.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or you could like yell to Kara and be like, use water stance because it's fire. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh. Hey, Tara, you succeeded when you used your Boken, right?
Yeah.
Okay, anytime you risk belief and succeed, you get it back.
Oh, nice. So, Ev, you got your belief back too.
And Colin, you succeeded when you used your lightsaber, right?
the first time, not the second time.
Did you use it twice?
Yes.
Oh. Your belief does not show that, unless you just edited it.
I literally just edited it.
Okay, never mind. All right. So yeah, Luke, what's its weakness?
Sand. The dirt. Throw sand at it.
Okay, yeah.
Pick up dirt.
You yell, "Get it with dirt!"
Fire buckets have sand in them, I shout, or something like that. And I'm
Okay.
guessing it's like that sandy, silty forest
Yeah,
floor.
totally.
Um,
Now I gotta look up what that means. But go ahead.
well, I've got telekinesis because of the force.
Right.
So can I just tuft up the dirt around it?
You wanna like throw up all the sand around it?
Yeah.
And with his stink.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
And I will support by whacking. So he's the main attacker, and I will support by whacking dirt up with my boken.
So
Gesture like Yoda in freaking I'm guessing
So
you've
you
got
gotta
Qui-Gon's
spend
in
a
store,
point
but-
of. You gotta risk, I should say, risk a point of belief to use your telekinesis.
Okay.
You can do think if you want to. I'm okay with that.
Seems appropriate.
I think this is a creative solution to the problem. If
I
you
think
want
so
to.
too.
And that's probably
And
So-
then I'm supporting.
So
I roll
5,
counter.
6, 7, 8.
Ah. 14. Alright, and I got 1. $13. Ugh. Hopefully this thing rolls a low.
Sorry, I'm reading how the weakness works.
Thank you for the weakness, Luke.
Hey,
Okay. All right. Gotta go back to my.
No. Fly. I said eraser. I said eraser.
So what'd you guys roll?
14
14
and
and
13.
13.
She rolled a 13.
Nice.
So who rolled the 14? Who rolled the 13?
I rolled the
I don't help at
14.
all.
Tara rolled the 13.
Okay.
So I get my
So-
belief back.
You get your belief back.
I did not spend a belief.
I'm just gonna say, like, it's less that you deal damage and more that she's just like the fire starts to like flicker. She's just sort of like she drops back a step.
Does
And,
it
like,
make a
the-
break in the ring?
Yeah, the ring of fire around Terra starts to die down. How far were you going?
Just enough to get Shobe away from danger.
Okay, I'm gonna say you get a little ways, and you notice you're actually up by the old church.
I'll say, Shobe, we're here. I'm gonna go get Clara.
I'll just like nod. I hide in church.
Good. I'll be right back, real quick. And he's gonna go back to see if he can help Clara and
Kara.
sorry, and Jackson.
All right, so yeah, you guys can make a break for it now if you want to.
Yeah, I'm making a break for it.
Yeah, me too.
Uh, 14. Colin, don't forget to roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nine.
I got 14.
I was gonna say all of the sand is seriously distracting, so she got a 12, which does mean that Kara gets away, but
God damn it. I think I'm going to be pushing someone again.
well, and Jackson, like the fire isn't completely surrounding Jackson or anything like that. You think you could probably
I'll slow down and grab his hand. But I'm not leaving him to be burned alive.
Okay, I think you get think you get just to the edge. You both get just to the edge. So like she seems distracted. The fires are dying down and aren't necessarily like super hard, and you're both just need to make a little bit more of a push before you can
Want another
jump
check?
out of the circle. Yeah, do it. Ever you want to do anything while they're doing this?
Mm. I care about my family, so I run back, yelling, "If you don't get out of there, I'm gonna bully you every single time you're dead!"
I'm
I got 16.
I want to use my ring.
I'll show you that helps.
Okay.
Put the ring on and go invisible. Still want me to
Okay.
remove
Um,
or think
no.
or
I think if you put the ring on and just take 2 steps, you can she doesn't know where you are, so
okay.
she can't. Um, everybody else doesn't know where you are though.
We're
I
about
So
was
to
yeah,
holding on to him.
Jackson disappears.
Am I still holding on to him?
I don't know. Jackson, is she still holding on to you?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get out of the circle of fire. She is not. She's she's having a hard time with all the sand. Sort of keeping focused on you.
I don't even notice he's invisible because I'm bailing to the water.
Ever, do you want to do anything?
Aside from yelling at them for encouragement, just uh, for location, so they know where to go.
Okay. So
Once
you
I
guys
meet them, I just point
start
them.
booking it up towards the church.
Yeah.
You make it. You're about to make it up there. I'm gonna say. When, Luke,
yours.
where are you hiding in the church?
Oh, so there's that altar and the pews. Are the pews like solid, or can you get underneath them?
They are. Ooh, that's a good question. I didn't think about.
The altar also has a sister sticker on it.
I'm gonna say that the pews are actually like they're big old slabs basically. So like you've got 2 sort of short stubby slabs that are holding up a big slab, and then there's another slab that's sort of like stacked behind it to like create a chair. So yeah, you can get
Okay.
under one if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll hide under one of them. I am the
Okay.
best at hiding. Should I roll like move and my hiding? Or is it not
Yes.
needed at the minute?
Go
Or if
ahead
it
and
is
do
needed?
that.
5.
I think it is needed at the moment.
I'm probably crying right now because there's monsters around though. 6s, please. No. 12.
I mean, that's not horrible.
No, it could be worse.
So you duck under one of the pews, and as you do, you notice at the other side of the church, where the pool is, a dark figure starts stepping out of the pool, sliding up and out of it. And you can't make out any details necessarily except for big white eyes.
No, thank you.
Go ahead and make a fear check.
Do you
Care
not
or
have
think?
something that decreases fear from monsters?
I do, but I've not got the belief to use
No,
it.
you succeeded that roll. Didn't you? No, you failed that roll. Oh, no. Everybody else succeeded that roll.
Yep. Yep.
Did
so
you?
it's just
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. I get it. Yep. You do not have the belief to make it work. I'm gonna say if you want to, you can. No, I'm pretty sure the game doesn't allow you to do that.
How do you get belief?
Ideally, you don't spend it. When you risk belief, you hopefully you get it back.
13.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Don't feel bad about murdering me.
Can you hear every time I push the button?
Yes.
All right.
We-
That's mine.
It sounded like a lot more than 4, though.
What'd you get?
13.
I told you to save my sister, you dick.
Fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 failing grades.
Oof.
That means I lose 5 wits.
That means you lose 5 wits. I think that means you're
0
just, like straight up too scared to do anything. You
So
are you're too scared to move, fight, think, speak, or care. You're just curled up in a ball doing literally nothing under the pew.
This is the time where we 3 arrive.
Yes, I'm gonna say this is the time where you 3 arrive.
So there's a big spoopy monster.
Yeah, you like get to the edge of the entryway, and all you see is this big dark figure with white eyes. Ever does not need to make a fear check because he has seen this before, but you guys do.
I get in front of Clara and Jackson, and I get the knife, saying, "Get behind me."
I wonder if
So
I'm not.
14.
Not good.
9.
I wonder if I'm doing this wrong.
You might be, because he seems intense.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be intense, but this
Okay.
does seem like more intense than I intended.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Just have Ash show up and save us all at end. What's that catchphrase he has?
Call for a catchphrase that catches on Shiobe that gets all grounded.
Groovy. That's the one.
That's the one.
Ah. I was thinking something more curse worthy.
No, the monster's head would explode. Behind it would be 2 shotguns.
Okay. No,
and
yeah, this is rolled as an opposed test. Okay.
Brutal.
So what did you get?
9.
I
14?
14.
I think you got 14, Tara. Let me open chat. You re-roll your lowest, right?
Yeah, I
you
got 14.
Can I help?
I mean, we're just
I
getting
don't
spooked out by
think
scary
so.
monster.
And Colin, you get a roll too.
He
The
did.
target number is 16.
I missed it by 7.
So I get stunned for another turn again, but I don't lose a thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
lose 2.
Colin gets stunned and loses 2 wits. Which he can totally take, because
Yeah.
he's got lots of wits.
I'm witty.
I guess. No. Definitely in this case, Bobby will say, mostly whisper to Kara, "Get Jackson out. I'll get Shiobe." and then slowly move around, trying to see where Shiobe is with the knife out. Not trying to fight the thing, but just like, there's Shiobe. I'm getting over there, grabbing her, and we're all getting out.
Okay. Um. So I'm, like Kara and Jackson are just like stunned. They're just sitting there frozen for a minute. Ever, you're going to get Siobhan?
Yeah, I tell them to just get out of here, and I'll go get Shivan.
Okay.
So I look at the thing with the knife on, and I just try to make it come for me, so that I go the other way, and I just go towards where I think Shivan might be, and just grab her and go towards the other exit.
Go ahead and make a move test.
Yes. Can I make the quality of no? In this case, I care about my family works more than I am strong. So just +1.
Yep, probably.
Oh man.
Yes, but I am also not gonna back from a fight. Could also work. Not sure which one we should judge.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It can either be I care about my family or I'm not gonna back from a fight.
You can, if you want to pick the one that is higher, that's totally fine.
Okay, so that makes it an 8.
Damn.
Nice. 18.
3 of those. Just 3 of those.
Wait, that's 5.
No, you can re-roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say reroll 5
all
of them.
5, because if you get more.
Oh, so roll 2 more.
One more.
So right now
and then
Right now
two
it's
more.
5, 6, 6.
Baller.
You too.
All
All
right.
right. So
6.
6s plus 5 plus 2 more 6s plus 2 2s. I was not
So-
actually counting. Was somebody else counting?
So if I can narrate this, he sees the tentacle being that he has seen before.
You know what? This is very silly because he rolled really low. He rolled 5 ones. He got a total of 9.
He
So
got
you-
39. Ever
you
beat
did-
him by 30 points.
You beat him handily. So
So
I'm gonna say like as he's just kind of like you can tell he's not fast. He's kind of slow, but like the shadows start to move around him towards you. And as he does that, you're just like nope, and like go and grab Siobhan. But as you get to the entrance, you look out and you can see Eliza coming, and Jackson and Tara are still kind of frozen in fear.
I guess that's when I turn around and go the other way and say, "Go, go, go back to the camp."
Well, wait a minute.
Eliza's in between you and the camp.
So you
No,
get
no,
to
no.
the
I
door.
thought you said Eliza was on the other
Get them
door.
closer together.
Oh.
I'm gonna yell at. Are we unfrozen now? Now that this is.
Yeah. You've sort of overcome your. Yeah.
Jackson, you get Fire Girl. I'll get Water Boy. Go, 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 go.
I mean, Eliza's coming to you right now. but
I
it's
mean,
not
like, no. What I'm saying is, Jackson's job is to get her in here.
okay. Is anybody gonna do anything to like?
I am going to use my move to like get him to follow me towards her. Like I'm being distractive, I'm yelling, I'm throwing my arms up in the air, and to get him to chase after me.
So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and make a. I'm gonna say this is a fight check.
Fight check?
Yeah, because you're not like trying to speak eloquently. You're trying to like be up in his face and loud, which is not speak. That would be fight.
Yeah. I was trying to actually yell and move and dart about to get him to follow me, but yeah, that's fine. I
So
will
yeah, I'm
take
gonna
fight.
call it a fight.
4. Oh, mother cock!
We are a 18 plus channel, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
8.
Okay. So
I'm getting attacked.
he doesn't. He's not like attacking you. You can see like sort of the shadows sort of slide along the wall, and and you feel them grip you, and so you're sort of entangled in these shadows, and they're not like hurting you. They're very cold, and you kind of start to feel a little bit of panic sort of radiating off of them, but it's not hurting you.
Do I take some cold or anything?
No, but you are sort of grasped.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to like make a move check if you want to get out.
Okay.
Jackson, what are you doing?
I mean, she's already coming after us, right?
Yeah, she's coming up the hill.
Then I'm staying invisible, and I'm going to wait for her to walk past me.
Okay. Luke, do you want to make a think or a care check for Siobhan? No, think. I think it just has to be think. Let me double check. Oh yeah, no. Pulling yourself together is speak, think, or care plus a quality against a TN of 12, if a quality is applicable.
I think care.
I don't think I've got an applicable quality.
You're gonna use care.
I think the sensitive kid might work. Just in
Yeah.
general, I'm a quite sensitive kid for the +2.
Sensitive kids are often introspective, and you're sort of figuring out your feelings. So I could do that.
So 6. Reroll 2 of those. 16.
22.
22.
Okay, so that's 10 up. So you've got 3 passing grades, which means you get 4 wits back.
Woo.
So I'm gonna say you're still too scared to speak, but
By me.
otherwise you're okay. Ever, what are you doing?
I'm. Can I give some comeback to Shiobe by a pep talk or by care?
Yeah, you can help her. So
I
that's
I get to my knees and I look into her eyes and I tell her, Shiobe, it's okay. We're with you. They have to get through me to before they get to you. Don't worry. We'll
So
protect
that's
you.
care. And
Uh-huh.
then I'm gonna say if you wanted to use I am tough,
Yeah,
because you're literally telling her like I'm gonna protect you.
it's the 5. So 18.
All right, that's another 2 wits.
Nice.
You calm.
Yeah. All right. Tara, do you want to try to escape? Do you want to do something else? What are you doing?
What I'm gonna try to move, but I'm gonna try to like kind of not drag him, but make sure he's still like on me. Kind of a spiritual drag, if that makes any sense.
Sure, I guess I get it.
And I'm gonna be doing it by climbing up and jumping over the pews and everything like that. Could I do climb anything, or is this just ninja?
I'm gonna say it's ninja.
Okay. So 7. $14. That's not bad.
You failed by like 3.
I
Or
did.
by like 2 passing grades, I should say. 2 failing grades.
So am I gonna taking damage?
No, but you're just getting like more and more entangled. Anybody is Colin, are you watching the fight?
I mean, once she gets close enough, I suppose, but I'm really just I'm waiting to surprise her when she tries to, I guess, engage.
Anybody who's watching the fight, make a think check.
Including me? Or am I tangled up in here too
Oh, no,
much?
you can make a think check.
Can I make you think that I care about my family?
Oops.
Yeah, yeah. You are motivated to think well. And Tara, you think well when bad things are happening.
I know, I'm just making another one of these.
I only have 9.
Although Tara, you do have problems paying attention.
Even in this situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Ever, you got 9?
Yes, sadly.
Oh, I can't actually do that too.
I might
Can I-
have been too distracting trying to cheer up Shogun.
Yeah. Luke, if you want to roll 2, that's fine.
I'm gonna ask if I can use having a healthy imagination.
Yeah, go for it.
I didn't get it.
18. Yeah, Siobhan notices that he hasn't actually stepped foot out of the pool.
Got out like it's trapped in the water.
And actually, thinking back, since you did so well, you remember Billy never left the water when you guys were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you tell
New
us?
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eliza's pretty much there. Colin, what do you want to do?
Force push her into the pool with Billy.
Okay. Why don't you roll?
Think.
We'll give it think. Yeah.
Solving my problem creatively. Creatively. My God, why do I keep doing that?
Sure.
Oh wait, I rolled too few dice. Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll 2 6s.
Well, that again.
Okay, so I got 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus another
Am I
9.
count?
Yeah. Okay. And I got 2 more dice because.
Nope,
Okay.
that's the best roll.
All right. So
Yeah, so she is not expecting it clearly. She has no idea what is coming, and you just like force push her straight through the entrance. And the second she passes through the door, all of the fire just goes out. And she just kind of stumbles into the church, a little 6-year-old girl.
Shout like, Billy!
And the second that happens, all of the shadows just sort of wither away, and Billy is standing in the baptismal. And they're both just staring at each other for a second. And Eliza goes, I was looking for you. You ran away and I was looking for you. And Billy goes, I thought maybe I could hide in the baptismal, that maybe it would keep me safe. But it's dark down there and it's cold. And I got lost. And they both start crying a little bit. And you see like Billy takes a step out of the water and she starts walking towards them, and they meet in the middle of the church and they embrace. And Billy says, let's go together. And she says, together is good. And then they just both sort of dissipate in a bright light. And then, the church is quiet. You can hear the trickling stream running down. Everything is calm, peaceful.
I don't like camping.
After the figures disappear, Bobby holds Shiobe close and says, if someone ever bullies you at school, tell her that I'm gonna come and I'll bully them.
Like, nod. Mm.
I got your back, sis. Cousin.
So you guys walk back to camp and you notice that like the path is still all burned, but all of the fire is out.
I'm actually sticking a good feelings sticker on the edge of the pool before we go.
Aw.
I like it. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Bobby carves at the pool the initials B and E.
I pull out that piece of broken glass bottle that was smoothed from the bottom of the lake and drop that into the baptismal pool.
Okay.
And we all look at
You take it, it's magic.
look at Jackson expectantly.
I like protectively wrap my hand around the ring. I'm like, no.
Well, let's go back, Smeagol. And he goes, he starts walking forward, trying to guide the way back into the camp.
I like that.
Okay. So everybody's like heading towards bed when you get back.
Just dump your character in the.
I think I did.
It's nice. I mean, like the night has gotten very quiet. A lot of you guys didn't realize like a lot of tension that was just sort of there has sort of eased. And yeah, you get a really good night of sleep.
Oh no, I'm walking past the tent and to the minivan and like dragging my sister along, and we're sleeping in the place that isn't.
I'm gonna say like you sure okay you fall asleep in the van. You might wake up in the tent, but so yeah, you guys wake up the next morning, and Calvin is at breakfast, sort of like scratching his head, and you can overhear him say like, "It just burned down the path, like not like out, but down the path." He just sounds really confused.
Little girl flaming ghost, don't ask questions. I'll keep walking by after I say that.
Oh god, now they're gonna know we had something to do with it. Thanks.
She found her brother, and now they have gone together.
He's like bemused. He's just like he enjoys the story even if he doesn't believe you. Oh. But yeah, all is good. So I guess it's about time to wrap it up. Yeah, I guess I could give you points if we want to keep going for another time.
I'd love to keep this family thing going. I think we got a good thing up.
I think at the very least we should revisit this family at some point. Maybe not, sooner than next Halloween, but this would be a fun thing to revisit.
Like once every couple months.
Yeah.
I'd be up for it. We'll have to figure it out.
Awesome.
So you guys have been listening to the Kobold Cafe.
And this has been our spoopy weekend.
Yep. Let's see. I've been Drew. I hope to be around a little bit more often.
I would love to get you into the we'll talk later, but exciting news to tail end this spoopy weekend that we've had. Dark Visions will be returning in like the next month or sometime in November. So definitely keep an eye out for Dark Visions, book 2.
That's going to be on Sundays, yes?
That's going to be on Sundays at noon Pacific Standard Time.
Sunday,
All right,
Sunday,
we still
Sunday.
got Colin.
Yeah, I was Jackson, the quiet, bookish Jedi, as it turned out.
We've got Everoth.
Hello, I was Bobby Cliffs, your normal bully of the 80s.
You weren't necessarily that much of a bully.
He was a bully with the heart of gold.
Yeah.
He's a bully to other kids. He steals their lunch. He gets their the lunch money. But to the family, yeah, you have a good time. They're family.
It's like
We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Kara, the Sticker Queen.
Oh, stickers. I hope everybody noticed that Tara's character sheet was covered in stickers. I appreciated that. That was great. And written in like pink gel pen, purple gel pen, something.
Purple gel pen. Yep.
And we've got Luke.
Yo, I'm Luke. I was playing Siobhan. I had a lot of fun being a little crybaby.
You did it shockingly well.
Baby is my favorite. It's like one of my all-time favorite characters to be. It's
All right. Again, we've been Kobold Cafe. You can find us at koboldcafe.com. You can find us on Twitch at Kobold Cafe, which I would assume you had already found us because that's how you're listening to us.
Unless
Either
they're
that or
watching it on
YouTube.
YouTube later.
We're on Twitter at Kobold Cafe, Patreon at Kobold Cafe. I think we have a YouTube channel, but it's not easy to figure out.
You
so I
you have
don't
to
know, it's
search
on the
for Kobold
website.
Cafe. We don't have enough subscribers to get a vanity URL
Yeah,
yet.
and subscribe, yo. If you like our content, we got a lot of games coming up, and we have an archive of all our old games, or most of our old games on there. And we're constantly doing things. We're usually doing 2 days a week, and it's a good place to have some background chill roleplay sounds.
Look forward to fun and games.
Our intro outro was Didn't Come Poop by Josh Woodward. You can find him at joshwoodward.com. It's not playing now because I forgot to play it, but you know, details.
There goes the table.
Yeah, it's on that table that Luke just flipped.
You just kept doing it. All right, we'll see you guys all next time.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Right.